like, it's like what does Sun Tzu say in The Art of War? The more shit you do, the easier other shit is to do while you do that other shit.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Dude, I used to train with that guy.
Sun Tzu?
Yeah, man. He was at the last gym I was at.
Yo, what's he like in real life?
I don't know, man. He's fucking jacked. And he's just like fucking, he's like so smart. It's like his mind is like a muscle is what it's like. And it's just
I knew a couple guys who worked out with him in Redondo, Golds in Redondo, and they said he's super humble.
Oh, that's what's up. I love hearing that.
Dude, I had him autograph my book. No lie. No cap, dude.
You got it with you?
Yeah, here it is. Look, here's his signature.
Oh, pretty good. I thought you were lying, but you weren't.
That's fucking wild.
It says Sun Tzu, hey baby, don't ever change. So that's kind of like the vernacular that he uses, I guess.
Azriel, I see you kind of nodding there when Gav was talking. So tell us a little bit about your daily workout, man. What are you doing?
All right, we're currently on a 5-day body part split. Start off on Monday with my my chest and tries workout because more pecs, more sex, you know what I mean. Tuesday, we're hitting back and buys. Don't have a funny pun for that one. Wednesday, we're hitting legs because, I can't skip leg day. Thursday, we're hitting shoulders. Like I said before, shoulders like boulders. And Friday, we're hitting arms. You got to do some curls for the girls, man. In between that, I'm just trying to sell my new clothing line of tailored clothes for people with big fucking muscles. It's called the Aesthetics Fatwa. Check it out. We're on IG. And really just Instagram right now, but we got a Spotify store, so go check that out. Again, that's it. That's Aesthetics Fatwa.
Pretty good, man. That's pretty good. Yeah. I'm glad to see like the balance of like working out in personal life, because I gotta admit, you guys are intimidating me. I try to stay sleek and slender and quick, and you guys are just ripped and yoked all the hell.
You gotta have a muscle hustle and you gotta have a side hustle.
People always say that like gym guys are like morons that don't know how to like articulate their thoughts, but it really proves that they're wrong when you guys are able to rhyme body parts you work out with objects. You're really proving that you guys are like artists. Yo, Chester, what do you think about that? Are guys that work out just meatheads, or are they smart?
Hey, don't use the M word, bro. This is a safe space for us.
Yeah.
First they will laugh, then they will copy. Don't give up.
Dude, you're wise, man. You're like a jacked Siddhartha. Holy smokes.
I may not be there yet, but I'm closer than I was yesterday.
I trained with that guy, Jack Siddhartha, too.
Yeah. Hey, Chester, your nose is bleeding, man.
Go the extra mile. It's never crowded.
Yeah, but Dabba do 1980, man. Is that what I call you, or you got like are you like a Ron or something, or is it just that?
Well, my real name is Cherry.
Cherry, like the fruit?
Yes.
Okay. Should I call you that, or you want to go by your YouTube name?
You can call me Cherry, Yabba Dabba do 1980.
All right, Yabba. So tell us a little bit. You go to the gym. What you up to? What you up to?
I'm usually in there about 5 a.m. till about 6 p.m. And most of the time I'm walking around talking to people, seeing what they do, what they work out, what they're looking to do. And I'll tell them I just tell them to do push-ups. I'll do some for them. I'll demonstrate, how to do a push-up. I'll ask if they've ever heard of doing push-ups.
Are you a personal trainer?
Not at my gym. But my other time is split between work with my main client, Nick A30. Him and I spend about 3 to 4 days a week, depending on his schedule of doing push-ups. So he is, I don't know if you've heard of him. He's a Fortnite player. He's a professional gamer. He streamed on YouTube, like myself, and then he recently moved to Twitch. And he's a big fan of push-ups. He believes in the philosophy of push-ups. And, he just might be the next push-up prince.
Oh, wow.
I always thought he looked like a bit of a pussy.
Never heard of that. Fortnite. I've never heard of Fortnite. Never been mentioned.
I heard his dad was a war hero in Lebanon. Crazy shit.
Oh, yeah.
His dad is a soldier, which I think is where he found his love for push-ups, Nick. And I'm the same way. The first time I did a push-up was I had a really, crappy office job, and I was constantly going to meetings. And I was getting really fat. I was eating Hot Pockets and
you were like
cheesed burgers every
Yeah,
lunch.
you were like microwaving lean cuisine after lean cuisine.
Yeah, and then I was, getting fat and stuff, and then Fight Club came
And
out.
you'd
And I saw
like be in your email saying like Daddy needs a Chardonnay and stuff like that.
Well, the thing is like
Red
this is
wines
like
matter.
this is the 90s.
So red
we're saying-
wines matter, saying that.
No,
stuff.
this is the 90s. This is like the chain emails are going around, and you see a fat guy dancing
Like
around
subject-
in a speedo, and you're going, "Well, what the heck are you sending me this for? Oh, that's just wrong."
There was like all those chain emails, like the subject news virus.
There's that, and there's the ones where they said if you don't send this to 100 people within the hour, you should kill yourself. And then the movie Fight Club.
Oh, the
came
money
out.
face too. The money face that shut down the internet for like, God, long time, man. 2 days, I think.
Yeah, well, whenever
We're
you
not
logged
talking
into
about the money
Netscape,
face.
it just played Clucking Hens by radradio.wave.
Anyway,
Well-
let me ask you this, but how many push-ups you say you do a day?
Well, I mean, it depends on the day, doesn't it?
Today, how many have you done so far?
I hate to say it, I only got it about 9,000, like a little over 9,000.
Let me ask, do you have something against sit-ups or what?
Well, the thing is that when you're doing push-ups, you're doing sit-ups. That's what you have to understand.
Understand what? Like, I don't get
You're
it.
working out. You're doing the same workout.
No, push-ups are when your belly's is facing the ground, right?
Yes, but you're working that, and you're using the strength of your sit-up muscles the same you're using your push-up muscles.
I'm seeing Chester here. He's got a weird look on his face. Chester, what do you think about that?
The hardest lift of all is lifting your butt off the couch.
Yeah, I think I get what he's saying here. He's saying that like it doesn't matter what you do as long as you just do it.
Hustle
So
for
I
that
think-
muscle.
Yeah, hustle for that muscle. No, I'm looking around and literally everyone's nodding right now. Everyone's looking contemplative and nodding.
The pump's the cure, man.
A 1 hour workout is 4% of your day. No excuses.
Yeah. I guess mathematically that it depends on how much you sleep, but yeah, it makes sense to me.
I could bring it back to Nick A30's dad here for a second. He was in the army, but was he on Swole Patrol?
Is that an actual army thing, or is that?
Well,
another...
no, they did. I don't think that they called the Palestinians swole. They were patrolling Palestinians mainly, but
that's just another intellectual workout rhyme where you rhyme a body part with the word.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's like fucking workout guys are poets, man. I really respect the grind. Me, I'm mostly like running gym games and doing stuff like that. Like my average workout is I come to the gym, right? And I play pickup ball for a while. And I wait till I'm like on a really lopsided team and I have my camera crew roll. And then we like record a YouTube video that says like this white boy gets buckets and the capital letters like buckets. And then there'll be like a slow motion of me doing the Euro step at the beginning. And then after that, it's just me bricking jumpers. But I'm the only one counting stats, so I look good.
Yeah, like
That's
my
what's up.
workout. My workout also is like pretty intellectual, Like I might wake up at like 11 a.m. or like noon. I'm like a businessman too, and being a businessman is kind of part of my workout, if you will, where I sign onto the dark web. I check my email on there. I check out Facebook on the dark web. Then, though, I'm running my own website where I'm selling stuff like iPads, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 4. I'm selling all that shit. But guess what? I'm selling it about half the price that you expect to pay for it, right?
Yeah, PlayStation 1 goes for like $40.
Yeah.
So you sell it for like 20.
I'm selling about 20. But I'm selling the PS4s. I'm selling the TVs. I'm selling the flatties. Those flatty TVs we love to get, those flat screens. I'm selling them for cheap. But, the price looks a little cheaper than you think. And, people give me their credit card information to buy that. And then maybe it shows up and maybe it doesn't. But that's kind of my morning, right? And then I get ready to go to the gym after I've done my business for a little bit.
Yeah, you haven't mentioned your workout so far is just selling illicit products.
Yeah, but
on
I'm
the
using
internet.
my hand. That's like kind of a workout where I'm clicking when I'm doing that. But then I might get in the
Like
car. I'm heading to the gym. I'm usually eating like some pepperoni pizza or something, on the way. I'm just trying to get there, I might have to smoke my pre-workout blunt. Then I'm in the parking lot. I got my Gatorade, so I pour my 4 ounces of codeine into my Gatorade. Because they won't let you. You know, it's fucked up. Like, this Gold's Gym doesn't let you bring codeine in here. Like, I don't know what the fuck kind of operation they're running. But so I put that in my Gatorade. Then I kind of feel like I'm just like floating and I'm ready to like really do some work, you know. I usually pick up one of these bars over here. You see this thing? You know what I mean? Like this bar.
Yeah.
It's got the two things. The things that weigh more is on the sides, and then I just pull the thing up and I try to pick it up over my head or something. But like, I don't know, man.
So you find the things and you pick them up over your head. You got any like
I try
strategy or form that you go with?
I mean, just use all your strength. I'm just trying to like, fuck, man. Like, I'm so fucking high
I'm
by the
just
time I
trying
get
to
in
fuck
here. Yeah, me too, dude. Oh man, but when I'm that gone, it's kind of hard actually to be.
Yo,
to be honest.
Chester, what do you think about this guy?
Actually, I think that makes a lot of sense. When you're, when you look at the numbers on the side of the weights and they get higher, those are the harder ones to lift, right? You got to put some more work into that. I feel like my pre-workout is kind of wearing off a little bit. Hold on, just 1 second. Can we pause the recording? I got to get my Brita filter and dump my 30 servings of Mr. Hyde Nitro X into this and chug it in a second. Hold on 1 second. I just gotta fill it up. Let me. Excuse me. Hold on.
You run it through the filter until it turns into a hard candy of pre-workout.
Well, it's just a Brita pitcher. I forgot to put the insert into it, so I pour the water from the sink, and I think it's cleaning it, but it's just going straight from the sink into my pitcher. But hold on, I'm gonna fill it.
Colder.
I'm gonna grab this pitcher right here. I'm gonna go fill it up really quickly.
Yeah, go ahead, chug it up, man.
Yeah, I'm filling it
No
up.
problem.
I'm filling it up with some water. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. Sorry for disturbing the podcast.
No problem.
Yeah, it's just kind of. Oh, I feel a little too lucid, if you know what I mean. I'm not.
Yeah, your pupils are tiny. It's freaking me out.
My veins are going down. They're actually pumping blood as opposed to just sort of hardening my blood, which is kind of the ideal part of the workout.
Yeah.
And like in this state, I can't think of good CrossFit names for my CrossFit gyms. I can't think of like. Bros and Barbells, that's one of my favorite ones. Waste Management, Too Fit to Quit, all of my successful franchises. It's really hard to think about that stuff when I'm kind of, here we go. All right, it's filled. So I'm going to pour this entire supplement of Mr. Hyde Nitro X into this. Yeah. And I'm going to,
You're yoked.
I'm going to drink it. Look.
That sounds convincing to me.
Look.
He's really going for it.
Success isn't always about greatness. It's about consistency. Consistent hard work gains success. Greatness will come.
Your hair just changed color, man. That's like
you went Super
Super
stuff.
Saiyan, bro.
Yeah, damn. Yo, so I want to kind of turn it back to Gav, and Slippy's a little bit of a rookie. If you could run Slippy through any workout, Gav, how would you start him off?
All right, so I can see that he's got sort of like. No offense, sort of like a string bean type build. I mean, that's nothing. That's
a vegetable. It's
couch
healthy.
potato.
It's healthy.
Yeah, that's
exactly. That's a great way to look at it.
Medium-sized shirt you're wearing. It's a very baggy, medium-sized shirt.
Yeah, I don't have a gun under here either, so don't touch me.
First thing first, I'd be like, sorry, brother, you got to lose the tall tee. That Tasmanian devil's cool, but he's not coming to the gym with us. You can hang out with him after.
He's the only real devil that exists in the real world. That's why I like him so much.
Well, be that as it may, the only devil right here in this gym is fucking machines, the free weights, and yourself. So you got to tell that devil, like, hey, brother, it's been great chilling with you. I'm going to catch you on the other side. But I gotta go do some me shit. So
exactly. Well, on that point, I want to say that yourself is the greatest weight because with push-ups, you're pushing yourself and lifting yourself up. And if you're trying to get bigger and you're getting bigger, every time you work out, you're lifting that heavier weight that you gained. So really, it's constantly a battle between yourself, and it's better than anything else, is it not?
How much do you weigh?
I weigh a 160 at 5'6".
He's built like Cool Hand Luke, man.
I'm pretty sure he got a couple inches taller than
I have a question
I
for
did
all.
not say that.
I got a question for like all you gym rats, and this is just something culturally that's going on. Are you guys worried that like gyms nationwide have lost some hot girls and a bunch of male pussies to Peloton?
Yeah,
I mean, Peloton is a scam. I mean, if they had a machine for like $7,000 I could do push-ups on, I'm all for it.
What would that look like?
Well, I'm thinking it'd be like kind of like a treadmill, but for push-ups.
Oh, that makes sense.
Really, for me, any girl that used Peloton, she probably doesn't have big enough fake knockers for me to be interested in, so I don't really care. I'm more into girls that work out doing like a 1 hour long Brett Contreras booty pump workout where they have a bunch of bands around their knees. They do hip thrusts and then other hip thrusts and do that move where they kick their leg back. That's the type of chick I'm into.
Oh man, I'm seeing a bulge in your dry fit right now. Why don't you describe your ideal gym bunny to us, Azriel?
My ideal gym bunny, she's got just a huge ass, and she wears white Lululemon, like spandex pants, and a bright pink tank top that shows off her fake double D's, and it says something on the front like brat or sweetie.
She got one of those high bitch ponytails.
Yeah, it's pulled back very tight. So if she has any wrinkles on her forehead, because she's like 33 and like been going to the gym for a while and gets a lot of sun, it like pulls all the wrinkles back.
Very specific, man. Very specific.
Hey, I have a type, man, brother. What do you like?
Wait, just look over your. He's describing the exact woman over there.
I like.
Yeah, she's on. What do you want?
If you want to know what kind of woman I like a very healthy woman. Perhaps 18 to 24. Plus, if she's married young.
How old are you, man?
I mean, what's my username say?
You were born in 1980, so you're 39 years old.
I mean, I could
hey, man,
be.
Yabba Dabba
Might
Doo
not be.
guy over
Could
here.
be younger.
I'm saying, I know these girls you're getting with are 18. But I'm just saying, like, if maybe they're not haven't reached that point yet, I can get you some fake IDs. They're gonna say any
if
year
a
you want
lady
for
comes
her,
in-
any year you want, it's okay, man. No judgment here. Just let me know.
No.
They don't have
No.
any problems with that. They come into the
We're getting
gym.
off the rails.
They're looking to get a little bit better into shape while their husband is deployed. I'm trying to help them out. I'll try to say, hi, I'm Cherry, or hey, I'm Yabba, you know?
Cherry.
And they realized that push-ups aren't as hard as they thought. They said, my husband did these in basic training. And I said, yes, I know. And then they feel like they're there with him. And I help them feel like they're there with him. And it's very natural. It's very natural. It's very beautiful.
Yeah. All right. Getting a little off topic here, but figure I should field the question for everyone.
If they don't mind me like nuzzling my whiskers against their neck.
Hey,
while they're working
Slippy, what kind of women are you into around here?
I'm looking for a woman with a credit score above 700. I don't know. She keeps, she's not afraid to put her purse out in the open. Just kind of like a down to earth woman
Rides a
who's
motorcycle.
about, yeah, rides a motorcycle.
Yeah, right? Tears across the gym in a motorcycle.
It's normal. Oh, she left. Fuck. I was going to talk to her. But good credit score. She's got her money right.
Chester, what are you thinking right now?
I will beat her. I will train harder. I will eat cleaner. I know her weaknesses. I know her strengths. I've lost to her before. Not this time. She is going down. I have the advantage because I know her well. She is the old me.
So, Gav, what's up? We're misogynists, so what's your ideal woman?
The word for nostalgia means pain. Sometimes reopening an old chapter in your life with an old paramour can tear into you like a cut torn asunder. But, however, once you revisit that memory, perhaps you see not only you see the good things through rose-colored glasses, but you reimagine the bad things. I remember it now. 1979. My father and I are in the Palisades at the Gold's Gym triannual the parking lot bodybuilding competition. My father registered a small disappointment with me. We had an argument over the tape player in the car. Flash forward to now. My ex-wife, Gucci Chanel, is across from me. I registered the same disappointment in her voice. Is this just my destiny? To register the disappointment in others while I am powerless to stop it? But if we all have a deterministic fate, then what's the point of any of this? The gym is a living, breathing organism. Thousands of footsteps, lives and deaths, in and out. What is the point of our lives? And shit, you know, like, you could vibe with a chick in any way. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, Gav, very important question for you. What do you think about the state of Israel?
All right, so this is a very good question. You know, I actually left my dad left the first Gold's Gym in 1948 over the founding of the state of Israel. The entire gym was in favor of it, but my dad thought it was essentially ethnic essentialism. But as I talk about, you know, I just read an excerpt of my book, My Pump, about my contentious relationship with my father.
This is every episode of E1 Felix.
But that is one thing we agree on.
Every episode of E1 Felix has been on.
You did this, Branson.
I know. So what was the name of the book? Mein Pump?
My Pump. Yeah, it was a very controversial title in SoCal. It's 56,000 pages because we don't have that shit.
Sucks.
Yeah, Chester, what do you think about that?
If you still look good at the end of your workout, you didn't train hard enough.
Makes so much sense, man. Yeah.
That's so directly relevant to what we were just talking about. That's so wise.
That completely scans with what I was talking about.
Hey, Slippy, I see you've been unloading those boxes of CDs. Like, what's the deal? Is that like a workout video?
Why are you Slippy? Let me ask you. Why are you chewing on that big carrot?
This is a
just giving them all what they want. Just giving them what they want.
yeah. This is one of them workout carrots. This is one of those.
Hey Tom, are you a lizard and can we eat you? Episode 100, everybody.
We gotta get through like 1.5 more of these before we get to the eat chain one. It's falling apart.
I love that I love that, like, I could hear the disgust in Andrew when I would just turn it into Rich Piana Nausgard, and then Branson is like, "Fuck it, we're doing Zionist."
Well, you're Rich Piana Nausgard Zionist. It's just like you somewhere.
No, I'm
I got sick of waiting.
Yo, they fucking vaulted the fucking pump gun. Not good.
I got sick of waiting for it. I wanted to...
At the very beginning, it's like,
By the way, we're still
don't turn it into some scam rap.
This episode is still going.
I'm still in character. I never broke that.
Yeah.
Me too. I need to drink more pre-workout.
Yo,
Yeah.
Yeah, who are all
we're
these
back.
pussies that just walked in the
My
gym?
voice cracked, motherfucker.
yo, your book,
Yeah.
Mein Pump, dude. I bought 6,000 copies of that. A guy who had a truck, I bought 6,000 copies from him, and I read one of those. Man, that shit was crazy. The other 5,999. I mean, they're still looking for them, but I think that money is long gone. It's in my pocket.
Yeah, I remember reading it after I finished my YouTube video, like, white boy goes nuts at Venice Beach, but guess what? He's dressed like a fucking nerd. And then I did one crossover, and I slowed it down into a 10-minute video for the aggregation.
That's what's up, man.
Well, can I ask you guys, how happy are you with your gym membership here? Because I mean, I got a place down the street. I can give you the address, but if you look it up, it's gonna
honestly,
be fucked
man,
up.
I don't even pay a membership. I just could walk in here and they don't kick me out because I don't use any of the equipment.
Well, I'll give you this for half of that, of $0. If you come to my
what's
new
the
place.
address?
I'll see. Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I can tell you the address, but it's more like, let me. I'm trying to collect some information for the potential clients. If you want to give me your name, credit card info, expiration date, make sure you get those 3 digits on the back, social security, whatever. If you give me your shit, I'm gonna give you like a huge discount at this next gym. It's kind of like better than this one.
550 580232.
Okay,
Slippy
cool.
just wants us to join the Acme gym. And every day, every day, there's a sign that says it's leg season.
It's the pedophile Zionist Looney Tunes chips gym.
My favorite workout at the Acme gym is to push down on the big dynamite lever, and then I have to run back down to the dynamite.
It's kind of like a push-up.
Yeah, I run down to
Turn your triceps into horseshoes.
I like.
I eat a big jar of spinach at the Acme gym.
I like when Slippy D paints a train tunnel on a wall and he makes me run through it.
Yeah, but you run through it somehow, and I hit the wall.
Yeah, and your face gets flattened, and you're just a pancake. And
We'll
then
make
you
an
drift
excuse
down
to
to the
burn
ground like a
0
leaf.
calories per hour.
Yeah, that's what happens. All right.
Obstacles can't stop you. Problems can't
Anyways,
stop you.
anyway,
People can't stop
Slippy-
you. Only you can stop you.
Anyway, Slippy, about those CDs I saw you unloading out of those boxes. What are you?
Yeah, so this is actually in advance. This song's not out yet. You guys familiar with NBA Stupid Ass? You ever heard of him?
Is his name Charles from episode 1?
No, I don't think so. I think this guy he's very famous, but he put out a new song that he didn't actually put out yet. That's the thing.
Oh,
Who is it? Come on.
This song, it's gonna be a workout for your body when you're working out in this
It's
gym.
gonna be.
to
So
it.
it's not even made yet. You're just giving us blank CDs.
It hasn't even been made yet, but when you put the CD in, it's gonna be made, and you're gonna hear it.
And I can imagine I'm listening to it while I look it up on YouTube. That's genius.
Yeah, exactly. So these are about.
I can rip it from YouTube.
These CDs are $100 each because it's not out yet. If you want to cop one right now,
Well, how do I find him? What's his name?
I mean, his name is NBA Stupid Ass. The song, well, you're just gonna have to hear it. The beat's gonna be a workout for your body while you're working out here, but the lyrics are gonna be a workout for your mind, where it's gonna teach you how to make a little more money than you're making right now, probably.
Well, you convinced me. Where do I sign up?
Right here, on my.
I already did sign up.
My card
I'll see you guys
swiper I
there.
have right here.
Oh, he has Square,
Oh,
which this podcast is sponsored by.
yo, when you guys walk out of the gym,
Squarespace, Lisa mattress. We got some blue chews here. We're gonna get hard as fuck.
purple.
We're gonna fuck on our
purple
Lisa mattress. Yeah.
Every kind of dick pill.
Mark Maron coffee.
Yeah, we got Mark Maron coffee.
Bulletproof coffee.
Blackwater War
Theranos.
Crimes coffee.
Chapo Trap House.
Welcome. Yeah. If you want to listen to Chapo Trap House premium episodes, go to patreon.com/E1 podcast, and you can download all the exclusive Patreon Chapo Trap House
yeah,
episodes.
if you
I
sign
gotta
up for
subscribe
E1,
first.
you're going to get 2 podcasts in one, right? You're going to get every E1 thing plus everything that Chapo uploads right after they upload it. We got suckers out here paying $5 for Chapo when they could get $5 for E1 and Chapo. It's just crazy to me. I don't understand what these fans are doing, but
Anyway, can we hear the song?
yeah, let's turn it up on the speakers at this gym that we're all at for real. That's a thing that's happening.
Oh, gee, I hope we don't set off the lunk alarm. Oh, wait, they don't have them here.
Oh my God, the gym's on fire, and we'll end it there.
If you got good credit, you deserve to get scammed. I'm like the rich Robin Hood, stealing shit cause I'm the man. I got an SSN from LA, it belonged to Jared Goff. I even stole my own identity to throw the feds off. They caught me with a stolen ID that said I'm Bugs Bunny. He had a surprisingly good credit score, but you know what's funny? I didn't even want his credit cards or money. Swiped his phone for the contacts and hit up Lola Bunny. Got a 700 credit score, I'm coming for your ass. Still remember River Silk Road where I bought my first hood pass. Only rob people with good credit, it's not illegal. On the dark web, I bought a real Counter-Strike deal. You wanna be like me, you need to get a VPN. Download Tor browser, man, then we let the fun begin. I check my email on the dark web, then hit Facebook.com. And I friend some old-ass moms and pretend to be their son. I tell them I'm in school and need 100 iPhones for college. The next day I flip them, put 50 G's in my wallet. I did a Super Mario scam, I got 8 Bitcoin. Got a free week at Planet Fitness, then I didn't join. I got a number of different scams, I'll talk about each. Downloaded credit card info from the Hooters that a breach. I bought an embosser and a fresh card from the plug. It had a picture of an orc smoking that Zug Zug. You got good credit, you deserve to get scammed. I'm like the rich Robin Hood, stealing shit cause I'm the man. I got a SSN from LA, it belonged to Jared Goff. I even stole my own identity to throw the feds off. They caught me with a stolen ID that said I'm Bugs Bunny. He had a surprisingly good credit score, but you know what's funny? I didn't even want his credit cards or money. Swiped his phone for the contacts and hit up Lola Bunny. Identity fraud, man, I got like 50 credit cards. Sponsorship with Kia, now I got like 50 cars. You know I get the bag, so I keep an ATM in the crib. Catch me out here eating stolen lobster in a Gucci bib. Last summer I was on the road just doing shows. No tour bus, I just scam my way on down the road. I got some leggings and a high heel like a lady. I put my leg in the street and stopped the Mercedes. The driver looked familiar, but I didn't want to ask. It was Bugs Bunny, man, I can't believe this shit, no cat. I asked what he did for work, he said he's an actor. Pretended I was interested and stole his shit right after. Ironic, he's a bunny, but I hopped out. Got his iPhone, his rollie, now he knows what I'm about. Could've stole his money, man, you wanna know what's funny? I never thought I'd be the one to wife up Lola Bunny. Got good credit, you deserve to get scammed. I'm like the rich Robin Hood, stealing shit cause I'm the man. I got a SSN from LA, it belonged to Jared Goff. I even stole my own identity to throw the feds off. They caught me with a stolen ID that said I'm Bugs Bunny. He had a surprisingly good credit score, but you know what's funny? I didn't even want his credit cards or money. Swiped his phone for the contacts and hit up Lola Bunny.
Still haven't gotten paid for the beat. If you could hit me up on Venmo or PayPal or whatever. It would just be really great if you could hit me up. Just put a lot of effort into the beat. And,
Money. The very mention of it makes my tongue wet. I want the dollars, and so do you, and that's why you're listening. We are the money men, and we know what you need to make the gold bars and to buy the stocks and the bonds that you love, all right? What you want and what you're going to get, all right? It's very easy. You love fine liquors. You love beautiful women, am I right? Retiring to your yacht and enjoying all kinds of fancy laps and cool money. Well, guess what? The markets are going up. We got the knowledge. You need to get a taste. Wet your hot little lips, little buddy. I'm going to buy you a fancy little suit. Welcome to Integris Business Solutions. We're like the frickin' Wolf of Wall Street if he smoked crack. So it's time to earn some cash. You guys ready? I'm joined by some of the best businessmen in the market. So I'm going to go around the big old conference room we have here because we're winners, all right? And I'm going to have everyone state their name, say a little bit about themselves. My name is Mammon Diabolus, all right? I have started over 2 businesses, all right? I have funds coming in of over $20,000 a day, and that's how we measure it around here. I am joined by, I first like to throw it to my right-hand man, Evan Richwine. Evan, tell me a little about yourself.
Yes, my name is Evan Richwine. I bought my name from a wealthy financier when I was just a lad of 7. And he said, that name is going to be money someday. Rich and wine, 2 things that cost money to have, richness and wine. And, my employer now is Wall Street. I love doing my job in order to make more money. And that's pretty much how I made my money.
That's very impressive resume you have there. I'm going to throw it now to Dante Bondsman. Dante, tell us a little about yourself.
Happy to be here. We're all in the business of making money, and making money is business, and business is good. Let me tell you, the market is all about the ups and the downs, watching those ups and downs, see where they go,
true.
And following where they go. You got your bull market and you got your rat market. And when one of those is opposing the other, that's what you want. You want to keep them in opposition, because if they're working together, then hey,
synchronicity. That's what's
illegal.
Called. And that's why we named our business Integris Business Financial Solutions, because it works in together in integrity. And I'm so happy to have this guy here. Well, I say guy, but he's more like a kid. We got the whiz kid himself here, the little boy money man, John Heed, at the ripe old age of 16 years old. John, I'm so excited to have you here. There's a lot of stock in your name going around right now. Tell the crowd a little about yourself.
Hi, I'm John Heed. My motto with the markets is basically, if you find yourself in the bonds of stocks, your returns are going to languish, unfortunately. I'm into cuffs, collars, straddles, and straps, and I'm not talking about either the option strategies, depending on what's appropriate at the time, or the sex stuff.
So what are you talking about then?
Well, it depends on the situation.
It's our money boy there.
That's right.
Can I give you a situation and you can tell me what it means?
Well, hold on.
I'd like to answer that question that he asked.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, here's the situation. I got about $1 billion. I'm looking to make more. What does what you said mean?
Well, okay, sorry, your mic kind of cut out, so I don't know exactly what unit you have $1 billion of. I'm going to assume US dollars right now.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Real money.
Is that
I'm
USD?
talking about money.
As opposed to CAD, which is
That's
Canadian.
just trash. I
American
throw that in
dollars.
the garbage when I get it.
Okay. Well, basically,
Well,
it seems like
CAD stands for Canadian American dollars.
if you want to stick with the U.S. markets, it seems like the F-150 is a very popular truck. So you can
All right.
invest in that.
I already own
Right.
Ford, so
The
Do you
F
mean
in
the stock
F-150,
or
I
the
believe,
car?
stands for fortune.
It stands for Ford.
well, I own all of the stock, all of it, and I have.
Why
10
would
of
they
the
call it a
cars.
Ford F-150 then, dumbass?
It's to
It's a
Sorry,
Ford
next
Ford
question.
150. All right, and rounding out our superheroes here, this Avengers of money we got here, we have the business solutions man himself, Jerry Icy. Say hello, Jerry.
Hi, happy to be here. Hey everybody. I'm Jerry Iceman. I go by Jerry Icy. Mostly just a solutions guy. Very happy to help out with this. Just checking on some of the stuff in the background. It looks like we're good to go. Thank you.
Real quick question, Jerry. That girl that kept talking about Leo Energy in the lobby, and she kept talking about how
She's with me.
She's with you? Okay, I just wanted to make sure she was with you.
She is
Jerry,
with me.
before we got started, Jerry, I think he like Ralphed in his sleeve, man. This guy's crazy.
Yes.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about our businesses and our business history. We got the gang all here. We're ready. The people are listening. They're sitting on the edge of their seats because they want to make some real cash, right? And we're not talking about overnight cash. No one here is a poor person. They don't need to pay no debts. Everyone here is talking about long-term wealth development. So I want to turn it over to the whiz kid, John Heed, 16 years old, little baby boy. John, let's say you're a new investor in the market. You have a bunch of liquid capital, which means money that got rained on. What do you do with it to make some serious moolah? What's your move?
Well, I guess if I was sitting on, let's say, $1 billion US, it's hard to say. You really have to ask yourself, what do you see happening in the future? I think that the best thing that anyone can put money into these days is just based on current market trends. I honestly think that the Sibian is a great long-term bet.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about the Sibian. I heard that now, if you're looking at the Sibian as a business, right, are you putting your money in the stocks of the Sibian Corporation or bonds of the Sibian Corporation?
Or are
Well,
you just buying Sibians?
well, the thing is,
The
the
ROI
stock.
doesn't seem very good on that.
Yeah, just buying them, there's
I've had
no-
bad experiences with it in the past, including my friend that I brought with me here.
There's no return
Now,
on income, like Neil said.
Is
on
that
one.
is that Sibian responsible for her chipped tooth? Saw that
I
chipped
could
tooth
not
the
tell
first.
you. She's
Okay.
As long as she's not interrupting us right now, we're okay.
Okay.
Well, so the thing about buying the bonds is that I really don't see the long-term value in that because everybody hates bonds. So there's no point.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know
Well,
about
yeah,
that.
I don't know about that. I mean, you talk
I mean,
about
They
there's some
literally have to
racists who
pay
get
you
mad
to
when they
own
heard
them.
that the
It
new
doesn't make any
bond-
fucking sense.
There's racists who
I mean,
got mad
guys,
when they heard
John's
that new
right.
bond was
What do you
black.
think interest is? They literally have to pay
we're
you
not
to have it.
interested.
Like
This
This
stocks,
country
you just-
runs on bonds.
So why do bonds exist if people hate them so much?
Well, someone's got to have them, right? why does garbage exist? Everyone hates that.
Yeah, but garbage
have to
is
like
People
some
fucking
things.
hate garbage so much. You would have to pay someone
Yeah,
to
but
keep it in your
garbage
house.
also makes money. You ever think about that?
So do bonds.
well. Have you ever thought about that?
Exactly.
You don't make dollars unless it makes sense.
I think there's some truth to that. Unless you're talking about dark capital.
What is dark capital?
I've
I
already
don't.
said too
I mean,
much.
I don't. That kind of makes me uneasy to hear about. I kind of don't want to like.
I'd like to
Well,
talk about dark
I'd say
capital.
it's kind of.
We all know what capital is.
I just
capital,
think it's kind of scary.
I'd like to
capital
hear
in a
Evan
financial
Richwine's
sense.
discussion of dark capital. I did
Yeah,
hear
what
him
is
talk.
dark capital? Yeah, Evan.
Okay. So you got your normal capital, right?
Yep.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, well, I want you to imagine.
I'm with
look
you.
At this, look at this table that we're sitting at right now, right? I'm going somewhere with this. Look at the table. It's circular shaped because rich guys sit
Yep,
around
yep.
circular tables.
Yeah, we're sitting on a table up on the stage in front of everybody.
Yes.
We're sitting at a table.
And it is a dark mahogany table, right? This is a dark, rich
Sure,
color of wood.
Undeniably, yeah.
Rich people like darker woods, the finer things. Dark capital is rich people's capital. It's rich people's money. And here's the thing.
Right.
I'm trying to stay rich. So I'm trying to keep as much of that as I can in order to
You're
have
trying
more
to
money.
stay you because your name is Rich. I get it.
We weren't supposed to do the 8-ball until after the stage. I think.
Yeah,
Evan,
well, we had to
did
do
you
it
already break into
because-
that, or?
Because the Leo girl saw
He
it. What's her
disappeared
name?
under the
Yeah,
table for. He
that's
disappeared.
true.
He went under the table for like.
What's her name?
She-
Crystal? She saw
She's
something.
very upset. Yeah, I'm sorry, Crystal. Sit down. It's fine.
Just put on
please.
more lipstick, Crystal.
Give her
Jesus
iPad.
fucking Christ.
Jesus.
She's holding
All
her
right.
phone up and she's writing some. Oh, okay. She's writing
can
something
see.
about me on
She's-
social. I don't know what it is, but
She's
she's
doing
very
a
upset.
Snapchat story. I think
Yeah.
you're getting canceled.
Yeah, I think so.
Anyway,
Whatever she
moving on,
says, you
moving
can
on.
pay them off. So anyway,
John Heed, what do you think about Evan Richwine's assessment of dark capital? Did
Well-
it make any sense?
I would have to say that, yeah, it makes perfect sense.
but
Right,
here's the
glad we-
thing: is
glad
my
we
thing is
settled that.
how can you deny the power and stability of bonds when Overthor Enterprises have been in the bonds game for nearly 500 years?
Sorry, is this a question for me or for Evan Richwine?
For you, for all of you, but like for you specifically, because you seem very
He's the whiz
adamant.
kid.
Well, he seems to be rallying against bonds, and I'm kind of just curious about
Well,
his
I'm
mindset.
rallying against bonds because bonds aren't rallying, and if it pays interest, I don't pay it any interest.
Yeah, I understand
We've got to
because
rally
you
these
must.
bonds.
You got to gain control over your money, or the lack of it will forever
Look, if
control
you want to
That's right.
see the rap market fail, then you got to have good bonds.
Let me tell you this about bonds.
Listen.
Let me say this about bonds. A few years ago, we had John Stockton, Eddie Money, and James Bond. Now, we have no stocks, no money, and no bonds.
Wow. Okay.
You don't have any money?
No, I do.
Yeah,
I do.
why are you- why
I'm
are
saying
you
we
here?
as
But
the
you-
American people, but I have a lot of money.
But
that was
if
for the
you
average
We're
do,
very
Joe.
rich in this room.
I said
You
that so
are
just
an
some fucking
element of the
dipshit.
American people.
No, but I'm different
have-
because I'm rich. They don't.
Yo,
They're people. I'm God. You know.
We need to
all right,
get
sell
the
down.
bag.
Sell down.
Get the
Evan.
bag from
Have,
him, please.
have a drink of your nice rich wine.
Ah, that wine is very rich.
So, I love this famous quote of people who succeed have momentum. The more they succeed, the more they want to succeed, the more they find a way to succeed. When someone is failing, the tendency to get on a downward spiral can even become a self-fulfilling prophecy. And that's from my favorite financial investor, Michael Ian Black. And I just want to know, like, when you guys drive for success, what is your main thought process? What are you looking for when you're thinking that you want to be successful?
Well, I have to say, I do really respect him. He did invent the Black-Scholes model, after all, for option pricing. It just seems like, I really do agree with that idea of momentum, because you've got your S&P 500. We all know that, right?
Right.
And
yeah.
some days,
Easy.
you're on a good run and it seems like it's super potential. And some days you lose a lot of money and you say this might as well stand for shit and piss. So I just think that it's an investor's drive to, take the highs and the lows that really makes them.
Right.
That's some
Yeah,
very
and you
working
have to
class
be
language
careful.
you used there.
You have to be really careful at the same time in those lows. You can't at the first dead cat bounce drop. If you see that, You can't just throw all your money at it.
Oh,
Because it's the
yeah.
first good thing that you've seen. You
You
have
ever
to
guys?
be
You guys ever
patient.
go like to the middle of Times Square and you look around at all the big pictures and beautiful models and advertisements, but then you see those stocks flowing and they're saying what's happening, and you say, "I got to get over to Wall Street. I got to see what the action is." And then you get there and you see it's up or it's down, and it just makes your head spin.
That's right.
Yeah.
Crystal, please delete. Crystal, please delete that. Please don't.
Crystal.
Take that post. Please take that post down.
Crystal.
That, please. You can't show people that.
She's rubbing it against the fucking window now.
You can't show. Please
Listen,
delete that post.
Oh God. Wait, hold on. Let me pull up her Instagram.
What is she
No,
gonna
please
do?
don't
What is
look
she
at
gonna
what she's
do? What's
posted.
the
No, let's
worst that
see.
can happen?
Let's see. Okay, so she
She's
took a
already
picture
done
of her. She took a picture of her tits and she said, "If this MF or Jerry Icy want to talk to some no dick losers and says spending time with this primo pussy, then I'm gonna listen to my astrologist and I'm gonna light all of his cats on fire."
Crystal, you're hanging out with us. You're here right now.
Hashtag TTYL. Hashtag murder his cats.
I would say that what she said is not good financial advice. Don't trust your astrologer for financial decisions.
Crystal, we don't have any cats.
Listen, if that jean skirt was any shorter, then she would just be getting a yeast infection from the very air.
Oh God.
Listen, Jerry, I don't want to tell you what to do with your personal life, but maybe you should simmer down.
Now,
Rylan, you're a young
Crystal,
boy.
he's not talking about you. It's fine. Just I'll meet you outside. Sorry, go ahead.
Rylan, you're
Wait,
a
when
young
you said
boy.
Rylan,
What
did
do
you mean
think?
John Heed?
John Heed, you're a young boy.
Yes, I am.
That's all I had to
Next
say.
question, please.
That's the only question I had. I'm sorry.
Next
It's
question.
the only question I had.
No,
It's been a long day.
I want to say that I appreciate young John Heed's input in his analysis of the market, but I still feel he's naive in a lot of sectors, and I respect his father very much, but I don't think his father implemented a lot of his wisdom within his son.
Sorry, which sectors do you think I'm naive in?
The bull market, the rat market, the snake market.
Oh, come on.
That's true. The
This
zodiac
guy-
sectors.
I don't know if that's true.
I think that your father has his work cut out for him still.
What's your father's name, John?
His name's Andrew Lemeries.
He gave you a different last name?
Yes.
Oh, well, no further questions.
Thank
The
you.
name Heed has a
I
higher
am a young
yield
boy
over
and I have a
time.
different last name from my father.
I
that
mean,
is
I
all.
don't mean any disrespect. I just don't think that his father's very smart.
Andrew Lemery is, well, I haven't heard much about the man. He seems to be probably, from what I know, he's a working class kind of yokel of Nova Scotia. Which
Yes. He's an
is
He owns
Less
only
than to be
5
desired.
banks.
egad. That's not true.
You forced out an egad from our young lad, and I believe you should apologize, Dante.
John, there's no reason to stand up. They're trying to get your goat. Just please sit back
Yeah,
down.
please
It's
have
okay.
a seat, John.
No,
Have
I
a
don't
seat.
want. He owns literal. He has a literal goat. I do not want the goat. I'm saying
Goats are a good investment
He should
right
maybe.
now.
He should maybe
Jesus
listen.
Christ, you are so fucking high.
Goats age
Rich
about
wine.
as well as
Does
their milk.
anybody want to taste?
I mean, I'll take a lip.
It's not getting picked up. Don't
Crystal,
worry
you
about
already had some. Jesus.
it. There's no video. All right.
We can erase anything. We have the money. I just
John, you're too young. I'm
I
sorry.
put it right here in my mouth.
See,
That's
the numbers go up and it's
You
fine.
need-
Everything's good.
you
You
need
put the money in, the
New
money
York.
comes out. You got to spend
You
money to
need
make money.
New
It's good.
York.
It's good, good,
You
good,
need-
good,
you
good,
need
good, good.
New
You
York.
got your graphs. You got your numbers. That's all there is to it. They're
got
up
your
and
money,
they're
you got your
down.
wet
I'm in the
tongue.
big city. Ooh,
Young people are starving for classes on finance.
I'm
Tips on taxes.
Leonardo
Rogue oil trader
DiCaprio.
causes $320 million loss at Mitsubishi Corp unit.
Now let's
A&T
talk about. Speaking of, let's talk about the Japanese, right,
As a people or as a market?
and the Chinese.
Well, there's a lot of going on.
People
with the
are not
Chinese
people.
finances.
People are numbers, and numbers are all there is.
Let's ask the whiz kid here. What do you think the impact of the Chinese market is going to be now that Trump has greatly started these great tariffs on the Chinese?
Oh, I need a moment to think about that.
All right. While you take that moment, I'd just like to say that AT&T
Don't talk
stock
while I'm
is-
trying to think about it.
All right. Let's remain silent while the whiz kid thinks.
While John Heat is thinking,
John just
I
reeled
put my
a
fingers.
fat
Stop
rail.
talking.
I put my fingers in front of my mouth and put my elbows on the desk, and I'm thinking intently too. It looks like I'm very smart too.
I bet that looks smart.
You could see him. You could just look at him.
I'm
I have
looking
my
at I'm looking at my
fingertips
hands. I'm trying to
all
think.
touching
Can you just
on
tell
both
Crystal
sides,
to
and
lay
I'm
down? Just
moving.
tell her to lay down.
You can't. Do not tell her to lay down. It's going to make things worse. Don't tell her to calm down. Don't tell her to lay down. Just don't. Oh no, Crystal. We're not talking about you. It's fine. We're so happy you're here.
Just say, "Hey, sweetie. Hey, sweetie." Just tell her that you're gonna buy her a handbag or something.
Crystal, everything's going to be fine if you just wait until after this. I'll take you out. I'll get you whatever you want. No, not.
Yeah, I'll take you
Jesus.
to Red Robin, hon.
She heard that.
AT&T
Okay.
stock is doomed to become the next GE stock.
Ooh, I would hate to see that.
All right, John. Did you figure out a response yet, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we hear it?
No, because that's proprietary research actually, and I need to make my investments first.
Christ.
You don't
All
get
right,
rich by
here's the
giving
thing.
away
You
my
want
money.
to buy low and sell high.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the foundation of a strategy I call bullish or bullshit because of the BLSH part of it.
Really?
Oh, that's
Doge.
That's rather rich.
What do you think of the replication crisis in economics?
The replication prices in economics?
Yeah,
Sorry, were you asking me or Evan Richwine?
I was asking you, John.
I'm
Heath,
worried
what's the
about it.
replication crisis in economics?
I'm not familiar with that term. Can you tell me what it is?
No, I cannot.
Here's my
Okay.
problem.
Hold on,
Everyone's
let me-
trying to replicate my money strategies, and I'm making money.
Yeah, 1/3 of 18 experimental studies from 2 top-tier economic journals failed to be successfully replicated. What do you say about that?
Well, so just running the numbers really quickly, you said 1/3 of 18, and so that's 6.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn, those guys fucked up on their studies that didn't replicate.
John,
That's
he's
what I thought.
too
Do you know what
fast.
did? Do you guys want to know what actually did replicate though?
What?
My bestseller book. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
It's called Taoism.
yeah.
You know Tao, like the market,
Oh,
like the thing.
well, let's talk about the Dow, right?
This is called
Because-
Taoism. This was my book. It sold over 1 million copies. Each copy was 7 million pages because I just copy pasted. I copy pasted the New York Times stock page for like a year or two. That's not how I
Just
make
running the
money.
numbers, that's 10 million pages.
Yeah, that's 10 million.
Yeah.
I
What's
made
that?
I made even more than
Nicely
that in
done.
money. In
This kid
dollars,
is a
That's a
whiz.
long
I made
book.
$100 million.
That's a long,
there was nothing in
yeah,
there.
you made less than a cent per page.
Yeah, but guess what? That was real money, and none of that was my tips, so no one understood actually my real money making strategies. That was all bullshit.
Yeah, the first book that you came out with before that, about your trip to Burning Man, didn't really.
Oh yes, I remember it
Didn't
well.
really pan out. Yeah.
Well, it's more of a cult
I
classic.
enjoyed it. Yeah, that's true.
That one's for the heads.
Oh, absolutely.
Heads
the
of
very
what?
rich people that heads of
They're the heads of, reading my book. They were at the
What
head
do
of
you
the
guys think of
the head of
ga-
the class.
What do you guys think of game theory?
I think all of life's a game.
You got
Uh,
to
I
aim
want to
for
be
the
the
hey,
one
head.
moving the chess pieces.
If you keep talking like that, John, you're going to win the Crafoord prize.
What
Listen,
prize?
application
if
of
you
game
hone in
theory.
on the position of someone, you have to make good rotations. You got to make sure that you're within the circle of things, and you got to make the right push at the right time. Otherwise, you can't go off on your own and push when everyone else is in the same place. You have to all be together and make that right push at the right time, or else you're done.
Your
The way
aim
I
has to
see
be
it-
true.
Life is a game. I'm playing chess, and everyone else is playing that the one where there's like the letters in a circle and
3D
they-
checkers.
However many
Connect
words
Four.
they,
The
you
letters
have
in
to
a
make.
circle.
Yeah, it has like a
Scra-
crossword
Boggle.
Oh,
screen on the top,
Scramble?
and you have to
That's
find
the
the
game is
crossword.
called Scramble.
I think it's called the crossword
Listen.
jumble.
You keep talking like that, John He. You're going to win the Zverage's Riksbank Prize in Economic Sciences in memory of Alfred Nobel.
Riksbank, that's a big name. It's a big name
I
right
remember
there.
when I won
good-
that prize.
It's a good bank.
I
I'll
sold
go
that
Riksbank.
prize.
When did you win that
I
prize?
won that prize
Uh,
in 1999. Guess what I did? I sold it for more money.
Guess what?
Guess what I did in
know you're lying.
1999?
I know you're lying. Because
Not
from
be born
1992
yet.
to 2005, It was called the Bank of Sweden Prize in Economic Sciences in memory of Alfred
I
Nobel.
renamed it with the money that I got by selling the 99 one.
Oh yeah, in 2006 when it was changed to the Zverage's Riksbank Prize in Economic Sciences in memory of Alfred.
I can change it again
big
if you
name.
want me to.
It's a
I
big
have
name
no-
right there.
Yeah, you got to win it again. But, guess what? You got to beat this kid in some game theory, which would include doing a lot of continuous mapping into convex sets.
A lot of straight
Let's
jumping.
get a little game theory here going.
A lot of Brouwer fixed.
Okay, you guys want to do a little
Let's
game
do it.
theory?
Yes.
Let's tell me the
Yeah.
winning strategy here. Two pigs are at opposite ends of a football field.
Okay.
I've
Yep,
been
you
in
got
this
me.
situation
Let's
There's
many
go.
that man
times.
right here.
There's
I'm
a dominant
salivating.
pig and there's a
Oh,
lesser pig.
Okay.
I need something
Each
here.
pig has a lever that it can pull or not pull, and it's its own choice. If
Do
both
the pigs have thumbs?
if both pigs pull the lever, they each get
It's the
one
dominant
treat.
pig.
Okay.
If the dominant pig pulls the lever and the lesser pig does not pull the lever, then the lesser pig gets one treat and the dominant pig gets no treats.
Ooh.
If the dominant pig does not pull the lever and the lesser pig does pull the lever, the dominant pig gets two treats and the lesser pig gets no treats. And if neither pig pulls the lever, they both get half a treat. What should they do?
Close the distance.
I take them both out. Get rid of them.
No, in this situation, you're
Get
trying
rid of
to
the
be in the.
pigs.
Okay.
Okay,
all right.
follow-up question there.
The lesser pig should always go for the lever.
He's actually right.
Yeah.
The lesser pig should always go for the lever, and the dominant pig should not pull the lever.
Makes sense to me.
I always bet on the scrappy upstart because that's how I was.
But you should
How
know that
were
the
you?
lesser
In
pig is
your
actually much
early
bigger
days-
and stronger than the dominant pig, so that's I'm not really sure.
Well,
which
they
pig you're
never
talking about.
actually have to fight. They're just pulling levers, which requires very little strength.
Is
Rich
that why you
Wine,
wear
your
that?
dad was like you say that you had all these angel investors, but it was, I mean, your dad was the one that gave you that money for the upstart, right?
Well, really, an angel investor can be a devil in some ways. That's it.
Oh, he's asking.
Who's
Rich
saying
Wine.
anyone's a devil? No one's a devil here. That's a crazy rumor.
John Heed, is the pig analogy why you're wearing that pig brooch on your suit jacket?
That has,
Let's
nothing,
not
to,
upset
that has
the
nothing
host.
to do with it. I don't want to talk about that.
The host he talks
Fair
about
enough.
the devil a lot, and it's not good, and he gets kind of carried away.
Well, it doesn't matter. There's no devils here. I don't know why anybody keeps talking about devils. Bring devils.
Well,
up.
you also
You
have
keep
the
bringing
devil.
devils up.
There
freaky.
is
I
the
have
devil
never
market.
mentioned the
The
devil.
devil
I've
market
said-
is not mentioned as much, but the devil market exists.
it's not
Listen,
real. Stop.
I don't want to hear
devil
anything
market is
about
not real?
devils.
Okay.
There's no devils. There's no devils. Everyone
There's
just
no
He's
devils,
setting
but
him.
there's a-
You see this?
That like
Stop. It's ridiculous. There's no such thing as devils, all right? And I know that Evan Richwine's father was a very wealthy man.
You've been losing
We're not here
clumps
to
of your
talk-
hair throughout
We're
this
not
whole
here to
thing.
talk about who anyone's father is.
Just because
Right,
my
so-
father was a
There-
wealthy man doesn't mean
There
that I
is a
didn't
f-
have a hard Scrabble beginning.
there's a financial term called the devil's cross, by the way.
It's not. We're not going to talk
We don't
about
talk about
devil's
that
What
cross.
is that? What is the devil's
I
cross now?
thought-
It's when the
Forbid
S&P
us to talk
500
about-
50-day moving average goes below the 200-day moving average, and that's when I reach for my revolver.
I hate when that happens.
John,
To
you're
blow
gonna
your
upset,
own
I know
brains
it's
out?
not your fault, John.
First of
but
all,
gonna
you're only
upset all of them.
16 years old, but we're not talking about devils.
Hey, why don't we talk about yachts?
That sounds
Talk
great.
about
Let's
that
talk
now.
about yachts.
When I
Let's talk about yachts.
my yacht is named the Revolver, so when I see the Devil's Cross happen, I head to my yacht.
We're not.
Hey, you just took that from
I
the
just
kid. You're
Crystal,
making that
Crystal,
up.
sit down. I didn't tell them about the yacht story. No, they don't know about it. This is just a coincidence. Don't, Jesus.
Hey, man,
She posted it on Instagram.
This is not
I don't
good.
know what she's mad about.
Not good. They don't know about the yacht story, and now you're bringing it up. And Jesus,
Crystal, are you
My
okay?
yacht is called my yacht is called the Derriere because
It's a French ass.
well, it's a French boat. So I thought
well,
it'd
he
be
was
fun.
going to tell a story, but you kind of ruined it. So
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Yeah, never mind. I'm done
just
with the
did.
yachts.
you're so fucking high right now.
That's what derriere means. Okay, yeah, like I'm the only one high. Really?
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
when the stocks are high, why would I not be the same thing as that?
We're not high, Evan. You don't say that none of us are high,
Yep.
right?
I think that some of us have some characteristics in common with the stock market in that we're overvalued and a little cold.
Damn.
All right, John.
Thank
we
you,
get it.
John.
You're a whiz
John,
kid. You're a whiz kid. You're
Just
not allowed
drink
to
some
touch.
water, man.
You don't want anything to do with this stuff, all right? So why don't you just lean back, all right? And can I? I'm gonna pause this for a second. Guys, stop fucking talking about devils. Stop fucking talking about devils. We're not doing.
You're the one who keeps
Stop
bringing them
fucking.
up.
I told you he
I
was
have
going to get
not
upset.
brought them up. I have not brought it up. You brought up the Devil's Cross. You guys keep talking about the devil market. It's just let it go.
It's
All
okay,
these-
man. We're not gonna. You're fine. You're fine.
All these poor simpletons are too stupid to know what the fuck.
And
we're
stop talking about your dads. Stop talking about your dads. All right, it's very easy. I don't want it connected to any of this. All right, so just be cool. All right.
Okay, I'll just ask a normal question.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna hit resume. I hit resume.
So,
Ask one of your normal questions.
have you
You
guys,
guys know
checked out-
Adonis Marble. He works at Goldman Sachs. He's got a tail, so I mean, that guy's his
Whoa,
skin's bright
I don't
red.
know if I want to talk about
That
that.
guy's definitely a devil.
Have you guys checked out the stock page lately? A lot of stocks on there.
Yes, I've looked at it.
Yeah, we've all checked out the stock page.
I dabble
lately.
from
Not
time
me.
to time in the stock page.
Not me.
That's about it.
Dante, shut the fuck up about the red guy. All right.
His teeth are sharp.
Come on, Dante. Jesus.
He's got a sharp smile. I'm just saying.
All right. You know what my name is, by the way?
I think this shit's bad. I think this shit is bad. It's just I'm too fucked up.
Are you gonna be all right? Your girl over there is rolling on the ground. What happened with that?
Yeah, that's unrelated. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Well, if you're not worried,
There's
I'm
a
not
spray
worried.
bottle if you need it.
All right. So let me ask you something, John Heed. I heard that when stocks go up, bonds go down, and that happens 100% of the time. Is that true?
No, it's the opposite.
He didn't ask you.
I wasn't paying attention.
We want to hear from the whiz kid.
Yeah. Could you please stop playing with your fidget spinner and listen? When stocks go up, do bonds go down? Is that true?
Well, it's actually an interesting thing because in the very short term, generally they have a negative relationship, i.e. that like yes, when stocks go up, bonds go down. But actually, over the long term, the relationship is like they tend to go together.
That's funny. That's how all my marriages have been, where it's always a negative
It's
relationship
not funny.
in the
That's
short.
actually how it works.
It's a negative relationship in the short term.
Ladies
Okay.
and gentlemen,
Mr. Wise
that's why we
Guy.
brought John Heat on.
That's why we brought John Heed, the whiz kid.
This young kid
He's got
thinks
no
he
sense
knows
of
a
humor.
thing or two.
Yeah.
If I knew a
How
thing
do
or
you feel-
two, I'd know between 1 and 2 things more than you do.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Let me tell you
Oh.
something
You know
about
what that
numbers,
means?
son.
I don't know what that means.
Let me tell you something about numbers,
what do you-
son. A lot of people
Don't,
these
yeah.
days.
don't get in his face.
A lot of people these days think that the tech
Oh,
stocks
I
are the
breathed
future.
all over this kid. It's my bad.
They think that tech is the future, but guess what? Computers are just a bunch of ones and zeros. You know what kind of money I'm making? I'm talking about 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s. I'm making all of the numbers.
All the
Well,
single digit
I like
numbers.
to think that I'm making 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0.
Mammon, can you cut me up one too?
0 0.
Yeah, I got you.
That's
I'm
the
pushing
difference
Thanks,
between
bro.
you and me, because I'm making 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. It looks like I'm Squall in FF8, and I'm doing like a Lionheart and whatever, and I'm just hitting 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. You know, that's what my bank
I
account
don't know what
looks
that
like.
is.
Hey, John, what do you think about differentials?
Differentials?
Yeah.
Do you mean like crack spread?
Yeah. What are the Pontryagin maximum principle
What the what?
with open loop strategies?
How
What about
how
stochastic-
far into Investopedia did you
John,
get?
he's fucking around
What
with
about
you. Johnny's
what
just
about-
fucking around, dude.
what about stochastic outcomes in relations to other fields?
Well, that is actually important.
What about
I'm not gonna say
moves
why.
by nature?
What about what?
Moves,
Moves by
nature.
Oh, like
nature.
when a rock
Yeah,
AK
tumbles
that was a
down
great
hill.
album.
AKA chance moves.
Oh, chance moves. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's like when you've got no capital left, no hope. You usually do want to pull one of those, but you
How
don't
is
want to
that
risk your dark
related to
capital.
How is that related to Black Swan theory?
Well, basically, all that Black Swan theory says is that if you see well, I mean, it's not just Black Swan, but like any type of swan, you're fucked. Basically, so.
Why? What's a
All
swan?
right. How does that relate to confrontation analysis?
Wait, hold up. What's a swan?
Like it's a type of
It's a mean type
bird.
of duck.
Yeah, basically.
Mammon, why are you
Okay.
asking so many financial questions? I thought you were a billionaire.
I just want to know what his relationship to this in metagame analysis.
There's so many
would be.
stupid questions. I feel like I'm interviewing at JP Morgan.
This is all.
Is this some
basic
kind
stuff
of-
right now?
Yeah, I'm
John,
sorry.
you're gonna be big.
Look,
you're
we're
gonna
all-
be so
You're gonna be
big.
a big
We're
kid.
out here
Unfortunately, I'm
talking
still
about this-
3'5".
You're gonna grow
but I
up
hope
and
I'm
be
big.
so big.
Yeah.
Not like Ben.
He's 3'5".
He's not
but,
gonna be
you know,
like
he's,
Ben.
He's good at
gonna
determining.
grow.
So fucking small.
Ben is.
No.
Even
Who?
John knows about Ben. Ben's been in the scene for a long time, and he's not growing.
He's
know that.
been in the scene.
That's
What?
right. He's been in the scene.
What does that
What?
mean?
What is core cost policy?
Chicken butt.
That's a CCP for short. Yeah.
What's
Oh, the
pricing and
Communist
cost
Party. I
recovery
hate
policy?
those guys.
What is an economic man, aka Homo economicus?
That one I can
Dude,
actually
what'd you
answer.
say?
All a Homo economicus is it's a person that is like made up by economics guys that always makes irrational choices.
Is that related to
And
herd
you,
behavior?
you simply don't find that in San Francisco.
You simply don't.
That's right. You'll find a different type of homo.
Dude, this,
Right?
this Truly's pomegranate tastes like shit. Can we get something else?
Yeah. I think that's the January effect.
What the fuck?
How could 3 hours change your find? Oh, that's a sponsored post. It's like the paradox of rationality.
Wait, go back. What was that last question, Branson?
How could 3 hours change your financial future? In 3 hours, you could squeeze in another round of golf, or you could take your first step towards your dream retirement. At Online Trading Academy, we've helped thousands of people take control of their financial
Jesus
future.
Christ, man.
With
This
a
is so
path
fucking
and
high right
strategy
now.
designed to
What I
help
have to
you
say about
so
that
fucked
with
up.
any money in a
This shit's
any
pretty good,
market, whether
actually.
it's up,
This might make us
moving up,
richer.
down, or sideways.
Jerry, please. This
This
might
shit's
Sign
make
good.
up
us
for a free half-day
billionaires.
class
What's up,
and
Jerry?
start learning the secrets of professional investors. Now, this shit's good. I got this shit straight from El Chapo.
Can you send the link?
I hate that podcast. I'm about to buy them out and fire all of
Yeah,
them.
let me send you the link. Hold on. It's copy link address. Let's get it right here.
That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it.
It starts with addclick.g.doubleclick, so that's good, right?
Jesus Christ,
Oh, I'm
you're so
gonna click
fucked
on
up.
that
Do-
link
Do
that you
not,
just
do
sent
not
me.
click that fucking link.
I'm definitely,
Click the
I'm
link.
definitely clicking the link.
Click the link. That's what we say around here. If you got a good op, you click the link.
They say that. They said it.
Why did
they
he
said
say
it.
that?
Because it rhymes.
I don't know what would like drive a man to like throw everything away and say click the link.
Click the
It
link.
doesn't make any fucking sense. Like that's not Homo economicus stuff.
Now, Homo economicus is a fictional person.
Homo
though.
economicus always makes a rational choice, and he would never say click the link.
John, you gotta play it
do you
loose
feel like
sometimes.
you're the
Like, can we
closest?
actually talk
John.
about this?
John, are you
Christ,
like the
John.
closest
I think he's
thing
like-
on the planet?
No,
to
like his
Homo
blood pressure's
economicus?
like rising. I think. Like, look at him. He's not happy.
Yes.
Hear him
Well,
out.
that settles that.
But,
Okay, cool.
No,
But you wanna
let's-
So,
talk
what do you
about
want to talk
hold
about,
on.
John?
I want to talk about why he said click the link.
Is this financial?
Just like-
Are you
like-
talking about Evan or
Like,
me?
is this a fucking joke to you?
What,
It's
clinking
something
the
that
link?
he
No,
said during a
like,
meeting.
like that I take
What-
my
no,
time to be
okay.
here and you ruin
I
it.
think John, I think
Okay,
you actually
John,
should
John,
try some
John,
of this.
John,
I changed
John.
my mind.
I think
We
you
were in a
should
meeting.
actually. Yeah, let's get this over to John because he's
We were
really
in a
bumming
meeting.
me out.
Yeah,
You're
it's pissing me
16.
off.
You're old enough. You're old enough.
He's old enough. I
We
took
were
him
in
to
a-
Burning Man last
Listen,
year. It was
I
fine.
will say this, John. We were all like you. We all had infinite potential. We all were mathematical geniuses. And then we found this. And we decided to be cool instead. And smash some low-key sliz.
John,
you like
look.
sliz, John?
I don't know what Sliz is. I'm
It's
3'5".
a slang.
He knows the markets, but he doesn't know what we call the market of life.
Well,
you know
it
why
doesn't
it's
matter
low-key
how
is
tall
'cause
you
we
are.
take care
I
of it
learned this
after.
thanks to my good friend Josie, who, despite his height, had a 10-foot dick.
Okay,
John,
we
it's
don't know
not a
about
big
him,
deal.
man.
John, it's not a big deal. We're having a meeting. We're acquiring their account for Rester. And he said
Rester?
right here, yeah, you know Rester, the company.
We
Okay.
It's our
also,
biggest
we
account we
acquired
have.
Rester.
I know every
and-
company in the world.
We know John. Settle down, please.
He was going to, he is giving them a URL, and he said, all you have to do is clink the link. It was a misstep in speaking. It was like a typo of speaking.
Clink
It
the
was, sorry, it
link.
was a mistake.
Yes.
It was wrong to
and
do
now
it.
it's kind of an inside joke because none of them
I'm
caught
sorry.
it
I think
because
sorry.
they're not
That's
American.
Like, that's bad.
Is that what you wanted me to
ethics.
say? You want me to say? I'm sorry,
Well,
John.
it's too fucking late.
Oh my god.
Like, I honestly think this might be the work of a devil, or no, I shouldn't have said.
Jesus,
Whoa,
John.
There's no fuck. There are no fucking devils here. All right,
John,
we're
can you-
fucking done, Johnny.
John, just don't listen. Just put your
You
headphones
want to
in. Put
know
your
what
AirPods
it's
in.
like?
Oh my god,
You want to
doing
go
it
to
again.
hell, boy?
he's doing it again. Here we go. All right.
You're gonna snort this right now, or I'm gonna shove you in a locker for the rest of your life.
He's gonna start making fun of your clothes in a second.
Yeah, guess what? You're wearing a little vest. You're 3'5". You look like a little servant. I want to bury you in the ocean. You ready to see God, boy?
This is
John,
an $18,000 Loro Piana Tiny Boy's vest. I'll have you know.
John, he'll be fine in a second. Just don't. What he's saying doesn't actually mean anything. He's one of the best in the business, and
So
sometimes he gets like this.
All right.
why are we even meet here?
Ignore the smell of sulfur in the room. I'm back. It's fine. Just told you. Told you
Hey
guys.
man, everything's cool. Welcome back.
We must spare this boy
All right.
and use him for our purposes. I remember when I was his
Right,
size.
I understand.
When I was 12, I wore a jacket just like that.
Dude, this isn't an Epstein meeting. Jesus. Wait, we're on stage. Stop it.
Is it okay
Well,
if I
okay,
reveal
okay.
a secret?
I'm just
We're on
I'm just
stage
running
in
the,
this
I'm just
glass
running the
meeting
numbers
room
here.
that
And
people
if he was
can't
my
enter.
size when he was 12, and he's
Crystal,
growing
you can come in.
1.333333333 times as fast as I am.
All right, Jesus. Ugh. That's he runs the numbers. He's kind of a math whiz. Like, you can ask this kid any math question, he gets it. Like, what's 7 plus 11?
Who cares?
All right,
Oh
pretty
my
good.
god, John, you're so cool.
John, you're so cool.
Crystal, no, do not call the police.
It's 19.
Crystal,
All right.
stop it.
All right, Crystal is getting really weird. So maybe we
Christ.
should
Can we
wrap
let her-
this up.
can we let her in?
No,
No, okay.
we're not letting her in. We're gonna
Sorry,
wrap this up.
sorry.
All right,
You
this
guys
has
know how it
been
is.
She's okay.
Integris.
My mom was much
Integris was it
younger.
Integris or Intergris? This has been Integris Financial Strategies.
Integris.
All right. We have, spread our knowledge to you. We got our whiz kids here. If you want to invest with us, shoot us an email. Our email is I am mammondiabolus at adclick.g.doubleclick.net/PCS/click XIA aka 0JSSBY15RA EN7 hyphen 503 LY 1 WODVOU WBF underscore XFK underscore JCCY GRP hyphen NLKX5AO.
The link is included
Sorry,
inside
the
of this
46th
web
character.
conference.
The
saved
46th
web
character, is that
conference.
M as in Mark or N as in Narc?
Narc.
Okay.
Anyway, you can
Yeah.
get us there. You can contact there. This has been the first episode of Integris Financial Podcast. I've been joined by Evan Richwine, Dante Bondsman, John Heed, and Jerry Icy. I'd like to thank them so much. Jerry, why don't you get Crystal to the ER? I think that's a little bit of foam around her lips right now. And we have been glad to join you and help you on our money mission. All right, everyone, have a good night and sayonara.
My mom was
I am
15
not
when
the
she had me, and Jeffrey Epstein was my dad.
I
She's
am
fine.
not the son of the devil.
She's fine.
Lucifer is not my father.
Jesus Christ.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Death is not the end. I mean, it totally is the end, you see. It definitely is, because you're alive, and then you're dead, and that's it. You're just totally fucking dead, and a completely dumb-looking corpse just sits there, with your jaw all slacked and stupid-looking. Everyone looks like shit when they're dead. Whatever. What I'm trying to say is that when you're dead, it's probably not that big of a deal. Whoopie-doo. You wanted to live forever or something? For what? The next Duke Nukem? Get the fuck out of here.
Is this Mitch Murder Breeze?
Bro, shut the fuck up. Sounds good.
Sorry if it was like rude of me to talk during the song.
No, it's fine. I just can't believe
American-
Ben's ring.
Sorry that I
American social
fucking
mores
ruined the
are
episode.
different.
I can't believe Ben's ringback tone is this long.
Ben's such a fucking freak.
Yeah, he loves this song.
You know that if you just like play a song on your podcast for 3 minutes, it gets like taken down because it's copyrighted material?
No, not on our podcast.
Because
Yeah,
no one
this is
listens
public
to it.
domain.
No, well, people
was-
listen to it, but they don't snitch. We don't have any snitches.
I'll snitch.
Oh my god.
All right. Then you're not getting a check.
Please record your message. When you're finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more
I thought it would
options.
take a bit longer than this to call Ben during the episode.
We gotta. If we include this in the episode, you gotta blur that out.
Why?
It's fine.
Well, I just don't want all the hotties to get to Ben before I do.
How long's this song, John?
It's like 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
God damn.
All right, I guess I'll grab another one.
I'm just gonna start saying some numbers here. 1.3.1.8.
Keep going.
This is how we
CJ
make sure
knows
that
what I'm
most
talking
people don't listen to the next part.
No, play that. Shouldn't make that.
Is that the whole song?
There it goes. I think he's cutting in and out a
Got
little.
a trick.
Sounds fine to me.
I'm gonna eat some chili lime cashews.
Oh, those are pretty good.
You got chips there?
No, I actually don't.
What you got?
That's why I'm eating the
Have
chili
some?
lime cashews. I would
Well,
be eating
I've
Hey, cashews are expensive. They're like chips, but like
one,
right?
what's
one
the
cashew
budget,
costs as
Charles?
much as 2 chips.
Yeah, but that's no thing for a podcaster.
I have a spicy sweet chili.
I knew I
Wow.
had chips.
What?
So
I have some like hint of lime tortilla chips.
Oh, just a hint.
I just
Is
Yeah,
that
but
the
here's
Tostitos
the
hint of
thing.
lime or what?
Yeah, they're overwhelming.
Yeah,
lime.
It's
I
true.
felt that way about
Too
those ones
much,
too. I never
yeah.
get those anymore.
There's not a hint of it. Are you kidding me? Are you? That's Alex Branson's "You're Kidding
That's
Me"
a
of the week.
wallop of lime.
Okay,
well,
well-
just one comment I want to make. That Andrew, those chips are called Sweet Chili Heat in Canada.
I know.
Do you guys
I'm
have
like, way,
voodoo
I'm like way
chips?
more jealous of that title. Also, regarding the Tostitos lime chips, Rylan and I covered that last year on our podcast called "What the Shit."
Sorry, I just took my mic out for a second to talk to my brother about Sweet Chili Heat Doritos. Can you guys repeat the last 15 seconds or so?
Rylan and I covered Tostitos with lime last year on our podcast called "What the
Oh my
Shit."
god, that was a good one.
Oh wait. Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
Get on the mic.
We don't have to be guests on each chain. We can leave. We could
Yes,
leave
we
right
do.
now.
This is
E-Chain.
Did you just
Episode
start the song
1000.
He
again?
did start the fucking
Oh,
song
okay.
over, dude.
It's a good song.
Today is September 21st, 2019. It's 8:35 p.m. My name is John. I'm here with my co-host CJ. What's up, CJ?
Hey, John. How's it going?
Not too bad. Today is a very special episode of E-Chain, as you know.
I don't know that. What do you mean? How's this? What's so special about it?
Well, it's our 1000th episode.
So I'm kind of a numbers guy myself, and I think that it's many people find significance in that number. Due to it.
Why don't you introduce our first guest, CJ, so we can...
Okay, our first guest, you just heard the numbers guy, the human exchange rate calculator. This is, of course, Rylan, who lives in Canada somewhere, Toronto, Canada, I believe. He's here. He's been a guest on many E-Chain episodes.
Toronto, Ontario,
on the Queen's eastern seaboard of Canada.
Western.
It's not on either seaboard, actually.
Okay, all right. You're the
What's
guest
a
here.
seaboard?
Just anyway, we have Rylan here. Also, we are forgetting one of our co-hosts. For some reason, we're introducing our guests before the co-hosts. John, would you like to introduce our co-host?
Sure. So our original co-host, Ben, is somewhere in the Ohio woods dealing with a crossbolt wound to his leg. We don't know when he'll be back, but we have a new co-host in his place. Please welcome Mitch.
Hey, it's great to be here. I'm Mitch, the new Ben.
Welcome, Mitch.
Hey, Ben. Anyway, yeah.
Thank you.
The old Ben.
Many people say 100 is the Toronto of Canada. No, Toronto is the 100 of Canada. The perfect number.
Like the emoji?
No, just like being the perfect number, the number of significance. You know, you want $100, you want 100 IQ, you want 100 of anything, and it's like, damn, 100 centimeters is the meter. Of course, the Commonwealth.
Mm-hmm.
That means
to
Toronto
Rylan.
is like
Rylan,
the
what do you
one
think?
being the capital. It's the 100,
I agree that 100 centimeters is 1 meter.
and that's perfect.
Okay, so also on the podcast this evening is longtime friend of E-Chain, Andrew. Andrew, welcome.
Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, it's so nice to have you here, Andrew.
It's honestly your pleasure to have me on. I took the time out of my schedule to come on, and I agree that 100 is probably the perfect amount. You know, if we actually do have right here 100 of bottles of beer on the wall right here, and I would like to take one down and pass it around. I'll let everyone have a sip. Everyone have a drink of that.
Oh.
Take it in. Have a nice.
I'll let the listeners know when I'm drinking it.
Okay, I'm gonna take a sip right now. Hold on.
Is it cold?
Oh, it's so cold, dude. It's not too cold though. I know sometimes beer gets too cold for certain people that are on this podcast, and they get a brain freeze when it's below 65 degrees. But oh no, it's perfect. It's really good.
I am now having a sip.
You're gonna have a sip. Come here. You're having the next sip. Open up.
I'm now.
Sounds like a
How's
goal.
it taste? Oh, come on, you could tell us.
It tastes good.
I'm
Yes!
surprised you didn't put that into some
That's
sort
what
of
I
like
wanted to
numerical
hear.
1 out of like a certain number figure.
Usually 1 out of 10 is
Yeah.
a good way
Well,
to judge.
or
something.
one
I
out of
think
100.
1 out of 5 is a better
I'm
way
hearing
to
a lot
rate
about
them.
like the 100 lately, so I think I might come up with a new theory on how to rank these things.
Well, you let us know. Who's next to have a sip?
100 is the perfect blood pressure as well.
I don't know enough about blood pressure to say that's wrong, but
Well, the voice you just heard is our other guest, Alex Branson, a beloved.
Why don't you have the next
Who
sip?
also is going to have the next sip? A beloved,
I'll
treasured
take it.
guest of each
I'll
chain.
take
How
a
about
sip.
the next person that gets a sip gets an introduction?
glug 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 glug. Ah, pretty good.
Yeah, one of the benefits of being the new Ben is that I can actually drink a beer. You've got a Ben that drinks beer this time. I've done
Yeah,
something. Here, I'll go
It's
for a
so
sip.
fucking small.
yeah.
He's not that
Just when you thought,
He's just awful.
just when you thought
Totally.
Ben couldn't get any smaller, you got a Ben who's like on the other side of the world, giving it a negative height if measured from your soil.
That's
You
right.
are a
actually.
tiny
I'm a
man.
tiny
true.
man. I'm recording this from a kangaroo's pocket.
The new Ben has to wind up the hose the other direction down there.
Well, listen. Why don't you wet your whistle? How's it taste?
Pretty good. Wait, did you already say that?
I didn't hear you drink it.
Oh, shit. Hang on.
Have another sip.
John, I don't know if this guy's gonna work out.
Well, the other Ben, yeah.
The other Ben is constantly almost dying from bread and other related.
Yeah, who would have thought that it was a foam
Yeah.
dart that he fired from his Nerf crossbow off of a tree and it hit him in the leg? That would have taken him down.
See, this just
John and CJ, will you please take a sip of that?
this to me just tastes like something that doesn't kill me. It's perfect. The perfect taste.
I already
Why don't
took
you
a
go
sip
ahead,
of it.
CJ?
The 100 of drinks.
It's John's turn to take a sip.
Well, it comes
Okay,
back
I'll
to
take
you.
it.
This is
Charles-
non-poisonous. Is a perfect
Charles has
drink.
to take a sip
Yeah,
too.
hold
We
on,
still
hold
didn't
on.
introduce Charles yet.
Okay,
Okay,
introduce
we'll have
Charles.
Charles
Well,
take a
let
sip
John take a
before-
sip
Who?
first, and then we'll get Charles to take a sip.
All right, I'm taking a sip.
Well, you guys got to change seats then.
So you can just sit on my
I
lap.
thought we just had to pass.
Glug, glug.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Cool.
fellas, save a sip for
Crisp.
me.
Delicious.
Oh, hey Charles. Glad you could join us. Another wonderful guest we're having on this evening is Charles, and John is passing the beer over to Charles right now. It's going.
Hey,
Look at that!
Charles,
It's going into
have
his
a
hand.
taste
He's
of that.
lifting it up.
Tell us how it
it's going
tastes.
up towards his mouth. He's tilting it so the liquid meets his lips.
Slash emote Ben passes the beer to Charles.
That was John.
Yeah.
Did John take 2 sips?
No, I only took one
Everyone-
sip.
John only took one sip.
Oh.
CJ, just stay out of it, Branson.
What do you mean stay out of it? I'm here a minute.
Charles,
good
how do
beer.
you feel?
Well, here's
Can
the
I
thing.
say this?
That's what I like to
You
hear.
know how I feel?
And now that we've all tasted it, I would like
Andrew-
to say
I wanted to say how I feel though of like
we took one down, we passed it around, and now there's 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
that's true, but
So-
you know there
so
would be
we're gonna-
fewer.
Let's add one so we get 100 beers. Because I'd really like to see 100 beers on the wall.
Well, I'm kind of feeling the opposite
Well, I
of
just saw Andre
Mitch
drink
right
one.
now, where I think that there could be fewer beers on the wall if Branson and Andrew actually joined me in drinking beers at like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock their time when we started doing this shit. They hung me
many-
out to dry.
Don't even. You're a tiny little baby boy compared to me. Don't even.
But you
start
didn't
on this
even
route.
you wouldn't even drink beers for hours and hours. And now that your friends CJ and John are here, you're trying to
I've
drink
easily
beers.
lapped you. Easily lapped
I don't.
you.
Yeah, but relative
You're-
to our size, you didn't lap me.
All right. Well,
I just think it
let's
shows who
move
your
on.
real friends are. That you didn't want to do it for the podcast. You wanted to do it just for John and CJ here and the new Ben.
Yeah, I wanted to impress John and Tudley and CJ, and I'm sorry if that makes me human.
I'm impressed. Just
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's probably a good segue into our first segment of the podcast, which is a segment called Branson Apologizes, where Branson apologizes to everybody else on the
Oh, I've
podcast
been waiting for this day.
for
I have
all
been
for
waiting
being rude
for
to them.
this.
I've been waiting to put this guy on a cross. I can tell you that.
So
Thank you to
why don't you take
E-Shade
it
for
away,
giving
Branson?
a platform to people like us who are victims of his hate and his just awful
can we make this like a
antics
support
in
group?
everything he does.
'Cause I have plenty of stories about bad things he's done to me that I want to vent about.
Okay, well let him apologize to us first. Then
Well,
talk.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'd love to apologize. Andrew, I'm sorry that you're so homeschooled. You don't know how social skills work for most people. And because of that, you tell me things that are just incendiary. And when I correct you, you get mad at me. In reality, I'm helping
No,
you.
I
so I'm
never get
sorry.
mad.
I'm sorry that you told me that you do Slavic folk dancing. It's
Wait,
very
what happened
cool.
when he told you that?
I instantly punched him through some drywall.
So I already felt pain for having to tell you I did Slovak dancing, and you punched me, and you know.
Wait.
Wait, are you talking
what's-
Branson
what's-
pronounced something
you were-
wrong just
What's
now?
Slovak dancing? Can you explain that?
It's in the name.
Well, I thought you could explain it for maybe the listeners who've
Imagine
never.
just a whole culture of 80 IQ people trying to
Okay,
dance.
all right, cool. Moving along.
And then you
You're
get
dressed like a
sounds cool,
mountaineer, and you wear cool boots.
Yeah.
Certainly.
So I'm sorry I did that to you, Charles. I'm
He isn't
sorry
sorry.
that I've given you this great opportunity to constantly skim money from us over the years and not pay us what we're actually worth, and you've just been slowly robbing us for about 2 years.
Well,
I'm sorry for that
I was doing that
opportunity.
for about 10 years since I met you. I was going through your place, stealing your credit cards, trying to find a little loose cash back in college. So, I mean, it's been a constant thing, really.
It's fine. No, I forgive you. Every time when we lived together, you weren't around, I just punched the shit out of your cat. So I think
That's
we're
fine.
even.
She's normal now. There's nothing weird about her now.
Rylan, I have nothing to apologize about for you. When stocks go up, bonds go down, and that's just truth, so I'm not worried about it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
CJ, you know what? You're like the perfect person to put up on a cross because you're skinny enough to be one, and I don't care about you. And your dog is the German Basset Hound Mortimer, and I never got that wrong. You're lying. I don't care. So that's what I'm sorry that you thought that I owed you something is what I guess I'm sorry for.
Apology accepted. Tabula rasa, Branson.
John,
the slate is clean.
The slate is clean, tabula rasa. John, I'm sorry that a lot of people think that you're a character that I made up in 2018. You're not. You're a cool guy. I like your stuff. And, I'm sorry that people got confused about that, but you're a nice man. And if I was ever rude to you, I apologize. Tudley, I feel like I owe you the biggest apology of all. I don't know what it is.
Well, pretend he's Ben. Pretend he's Ben.
Yeah, pretend
he's the new Ben.
I would never.
I'm about to call Ben.
Fucking. I would fucking never apologize to Ben. Are you fucking kidding me? Dudley, I'm sorry. I'm so happy that you're not Ben.
Thank
That's
you.
not an
I would take
apology.
it. I would accept an apology for how late we started, given that I had I thought it was going to be. I had a character that I'd worked out, but I tore up all those notes.
What was the character?
I was going to be the mummy.
From
Which
what?
mummy?
Like from the titular Brendan Fraser mummy?
Like Abbott and Costello meet the mummy, or like Tom Cruise or Brendan
I'd be
Fraser?
like, hey, what's up, everyone? I'm the mummy. That's my whole thing.
That's Dracula.
No, that's a mummy.
That's not.
I'm a mummy.
That's
In
a
the
mummy.
northern hemisphere, that's Dracula. In the southern
That's
hemisphere,
absolutely the mummy.
And what better way to party than
John-
with episode 1?
Come on,
That's the mummy.
that's not.
No, hold on. We owe Tudley this.
Oh, okay.
Ben.
Wait a second, Charles and Branson. I think that Ishin are like pulling one over on us because John's saying
No.
he
That is absolutely the mummy.
instantly.
Dracula has a completely different accent.
Oh my
What's
god!
okay? What's
The mummy has
Dracula
an
Oh my
sound
Egyptian
like?
god!
accent.
Do you see what we've done? Is like walking
mummy.
into this.
What's the Dracula sound
Well, I
like?
have
then,
an,
John?
I have
can't
an
do
amusing
accents.
quip on the
You gotta find an
subject.
accent guy.
All right, Rylan, what were you
I
saying?
said I have an amusing quip on the subject of mummies.
Go for it.
Yeah, let's hear it.
If you think that the mummies are scary, you can just wait until you see the daddies.
Hey, that joke is a little
gotta
bit
go to bed. I
unfair.
can't-
That's
John, go ahead
so
and roll
funny.
Mitch Murder Breeze again real quick.
That is so funny, dude.
Let's start this over.
Can I get okay?
No, wait,
Tudley-
can we, Branson?
What?
Do you know they were gonna do this?
No. Tudley,
Are you
so
fucking
You
kidding me
didn't
with
vet this
shit
at
back
all.
here?
Like this is.
Are we gonna listen to this whole song
Tudley, I
again?
think that
Even Charles
John's
doesn't
not
like this
working.
shit.
Song
you
again?
you should be the mummy, Tudley. I'm sorry. If you want to be the mummy, be the mummy.
That was like about the extent of it. It was a mummy that talked in a Dracula voice. And it was eventually going to reveal that my name was Craig and I got killed in 2005 when a football hit me in the head.
When you say football, what's
In
the
that-
shape of that?
And in the, a football shape, I don't know, the points in the end
Circle.
sort of. I don't know.
Oh, the
Oh,
good
no,
one,
it's
the
an
real one.
American
Yes!
football.
Yes,
All right.
American.
The round one I think of as a
Alright.
soccer ball. People say football here now, but
Thank you.
I still
Is
say
that a
I still
thing?
think of it as soccer.
Oh, okay. That's
When I
pretty good.
see a soccer ball, I just get mad and I do the haka. Mitch will know that.
I respect the haka. It's pretty dope.
What's the haka?
That's what the
It's an
New
Australian
Zealand
dance
thing.
that the white
That's New
guys
Zealand.
do.
New Zealand dance.
No, it's Australian. All the white guys in Australia do it.
And mostly, I'd like to apologize to myself for putting myself through this group of people I call my friends, in which they constantly torture me and put me on the cross and hate
Well, from
me.
all the
But they pretend they like me for social capital.
from the
Okay, let's
fucking
move on to the
apologies
next
you made, it
segment.
sounds like everyone here has a reason to not be your friend. You're lucky.
John,
to be
what's the
here.
next segment?
The next
I-
segment is called Numbers with Rylan.
Let's hear them.
You're supposed to start talking about numbers.
Okay. That's right.
Well,
I don't know what the numbers are.
Okay.
Can I help?
Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
I have an
no,
idea.
you can't. No, you add your
Let's
segment.
hear it. No, I do want Branson's help. Yeah.
Rylan, if I say the number 43, what do you think? All right, somebody tell them a pleasant number. I don't know.
100, 100, 100, 100.
100.
3.
I'm grounded. 100. 100.
Wait. How about this though? 300.
Okay, 4 million.
I have no opinion on that one.
Okay, how about this? 140.
It's fine. It's 7 times 2
40.
times 10. Oh God! Can we go back to 140 for a minute there?
Okay, no, but we can't go back to that, but we can go up to 60.
Okay,
I don't want to rock the boat, but would it be okay if I rock the boat?
let's hear it.
Yeah.
140x minus 2y.
Let's get a foam at the
Riley, can I give
mouth.
you one?
Yes.
All right, 3.144159265358979302884419716939754192078164006. You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I want to see where he's going with this.
6286208998 628034825342117067982 2140865132306647039844. Do you know where I'm going with this yet? Have you figured this out, Rylan?
No, keep going.
So there's two options.
going,
Hold
keep
on.
going.
There's two options.
609558223.
Are you trying to say a rough numerical approximation of pi, or are you just giving those numbers?
Oh, you got it. It only took me about 70 digits for you to get that.
70.
How about this?
Infinite number of permutations you could have
Rylan.
gone to after that, though.
If I may, what is 1 million? Now stay with me here.
Yeah.
1 million plus 1 million plus 2 million.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Man.
Well, I do know. I'm waiting for the answer from you.
That is 2,000 squared.
I'm not sure if that's correct. Someone fact check that. You
It's
over there.
correct. It's 100% correct. I just checked it.
There's no way you know that's true.
Rylan, have you ever thought
I
about making a
Googled it.
Patreon where you just answer people's math questions?
I did honestly actually almost make like a Twitch stream where I was just gonna do like homework questions, but then I realized that would be like academic dishonesty.
Yeah, but if you do it on Patreon, their teachers would have to pay to see if they're on there.
Yeah, but it'd be like you're showing everyone the answers to these like marked questions. Like you can actually get kicked out of school for
It's
that.
not dishonest to
If
seek
they're willing
help.
to pay, their teachers can't see it on Patreon. It's gonna be great.
If you're going to ask for, it's like a tutor that you can't afford, and it's a help to the majorities of people because everyone's stupid and can't do math.
It's mostly for like this.
So I
Sorry.
think it would have been nice to do.
Yeah. Oh, what can you do?
And since you didn't do it, I think you're a coward.
All right.
Well, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna interrupt for a second.
Okay, what else is
And
new?
if any of you guys have any opinions about this, just let me know. So we did this whole podcast, and we were gonna have suggestions from our fans about topics.
What
we
whole
should do
podcast did we
We're
do?
also
Because I feel like
bad-
we're on Eat Chain right now.
Yeah, but this is we're just doing this on Eat Chain because it's not good enough for E1, and they don't care on Eat Chain.
Nope.
What?
No, they don't.
Yeah, AJ doesn't give a
let's,
shit.
yeah, let's
Yeah, no,
let's
you're
be
right.
honest. Nobody gives a fuck what
No, yeah, we don't
they
care.
consume our content no matter what we do.
Bourbon barbecue barrel stack, bourbon barbecue brisket, smokehouse brisket, King's Hawaiian roast beef slider.
are pretty good suggestions.
Bacon, beef and cheddar.
Get back
beef
up
and
to that
cheddar.
Hawaiian slider.
King's Hawaiian roast beef slider.
Yeah.
It's a limited time item.
If it's the
Sounds
Kings,
good.
you should give it back to him.
Bacon, beef and cheddar, beef and cheddar, fire roasted Philly roast beef, French dip and Swiss, roast beef, 3 cheese roast beef, jalapeno roast beef slider, roast beef and cheese slider, roast beef gyro, Reuben,
Just say gyro. Like,
Can I have some?
Can I interject?
bourbon barbecue turkey,
Give
Grand
Cuddly
Turkey
some.
Club,
Give Ben-
roast turkey farmhouse salad, roast turkey and Swiss sandwich, roast turkey and Swiss wrap, roast turkey ranch and bacon sandwich, roast turkey ranch and bacon wrap, turkey gyro, turkey and cheese slider, ultimate chocolate
Before we
shake,
get in,
Jamocha shake,
before we get into these ideas that
vanilla shake,
Can I jump
that
in?
the fans.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
triple chocolate cookie,
Double teen burger. Double
Oh
matzo burger.
yeah.
Mama
What's
burger.
a double
all right.
teen?
Now we're
Oh,
done.
Grandpa
What is a
burger.
double teen?
Buddy burger. A double teen is double a teen burger.
Did you say Dudley Burger?
No,
What is a Dudley Burger?
there's no Dudley burger.
Branson, you misheard.
Teen burger.
There is a Dudley burger at
Matzo
A&W
burger.
Canada. Do not let them lie to you.
Popper burger.
Dudley Burger. Hold on. let me
Cheddar
type this
bacon
in.
uncle burger.
Uncle Burger? Oh
Double
my God.
buddy burger.
What are they doing in this fucking country?
Hold on. Let me
Chubby
interrupt
chicken
you
burger.
real quick.
What's next? The cousin burger.
Mitch,
Double chicken
Mitch.
buddy
What's up?
burger.
what would a
Chicken buddy.
Dudley
In all
Burger
honesty,
look like?
Just a pause. In all honesty, grandpa burgers are fucked.
I
Everyone
think
Yeah,
shut
they
up.
are fucked.
grandma
Everyone shut
burgers
up.
are fucked, and the cousin burger comes
No,
with
Branson,
K2 on
shut
it.
up.
Everyone shut up.
I heard my name.
What would a Dudley Burger look like?
Shit.
Shit.
Whoa. Hey.
Sorry, it'd be green with a little nose on it.
Come on.
Sorry. I'm just kidding. All right, sorry, I'll let you talk.
Didn't even give me a chance.
Really?
You know, you'd have to have a tofu patty. Have to have some peas, some corn, some some tinned beetroot scooped out there, cream cheese, tomato sauce, and then white buns. That's a Tudley burger, and it's served cold.
Sounds good,
How
man.
about some capers on that?
I think it's really disrespectful that some people
Ooh.
just laugh.
In all honesty, that's what I think of when I think the name, Tudley, the gross green guy avatar thing, which I associate, which is not Tudley, but I just associate like that picture with the name Tudley now, just from having them together so long. I would
but
eat
that's
I would
your
eat like
name,
a
though.
nice burger myself, a vegetarian option for me, but yeah, I would eat a nice if it were actually named after me, not Tudley.
Oh, so Ben. If
Are
it was named Ben
capers-
Burger.
If it was a Ben burger, I don't know. Be something.
It'd be a-
It'd be a slider.
You're Ben. Am I not correct about that?
He's the new Ben.
I'm the new Ben.
But he's Dudley.
I'm short, but like in a different way. And
On the
things of
opposite
that
side
nature.
of
Instead
you.
of being gluten, it's meat.
Ben hates gluten.
It's Ben with a twist.
He doesn't like gluten.
It's
He
Ben
fucking
down
hates
under.
it. I'd like to see Ben
sounds
down
to me.
under.
It's crocodile Ben D.
He's so fucking hot.
Yeah, can you lift your your grapes in your carriage to show us? Because Ben would never would.
Yeah, Ben looks like a Ken doll down there. It's just
Yeah.
fucking disgusting.
Do you have genitalia?
No, it's just flat. It looks like
This is a direct
it looks like
threat
a
on
bald
Ben's
man's
life.
head.
So this is a different kind of Ben down under then, huh? All right.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
On May 26, 2018, a woman asked to use the restroom at a Tim Hortons in Langley, British Columbia, but was refused. After a brief but escalating argument with the employee, the woman was seen taking a fistful of napkins from the counter, dropping her shorts and defecating on the floor. She then proceeded to take the feces in her hand and throw it at the employee, followed by the napkins she used as toilet paper. As a result of the incident, the restroom usage policy of Tim Hortons was subject to criticism and controversy. Anyway, that leads...
Tim Hortons stock dropped 0.5% that day. I remember that.
As an educated guess, I don't think Mr. Bean fits the criteria for schizotypal personality disorder or schizoid personality disorder. He may well be on the autistic spectrum, but presents as someone primarily living with generalized anxiety, which causes him to be quite avoidant and overcomplicate simple social dilemmas.
I don't think
Some
Mr.
people
Bean has anxiety.
are simply
Come on.
rather unusual, but that doesn't automatically mean they must fit into one diagnosis criteria or another. Criteria: been a clinical psychologist for 5 years. Hope this helps. Answered on August 11th, 2016 at 14:55 by Bean Fan.
Dude, can you imagine if
Is
you
it-
were
is
Mr.
this
Bean
Cora?
and you were reading that about yourself anonymously and you're just like, what the fuck, man? They're psychoanalyzing me. They're fucking...
Mr. Bean's so
Dude.
fucking cool.
I feel like just like Donald
He's
Trump.
well, like, is he cool though?
Yeah.
He's cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
Branson,
It was
okay,
mean
well,
of those camera crews to like follow him around and film his stuff and like exploit him for our entertainment, but he's cool.
What were you talking about suggestions, Branson? I think we kind of lost the thread
Detroit-style
stepped on
pizza
you there.
developed in Detroit, Michigan.
Louis
It is a
style
rectangular
pizza.
Oh, can we
pizza
talk
that
about
has
Detroit
thick
style
crisps,
pizza?
crisps and toppings such as pepperoni and
Yeah.
mushrooms.
Yeah.
The rectangular-shaped pizza
Yeah.
is a result of being baked in a square pan, which is often not a pizza pan. Industrial parts trays are often used, which were originally made to hold smart parts from factories. Detroit-style, baby. We're
It's
working
literally
class.
the most fucking
The difference
delicious
between-
pizza on earth, man. When you took
The
us to
difference
Louis,
between Detroit-style
when we went to
pizza,
Louis, it was
Chicago, and New
Yeah.
York styles
New York
is the
and Chicago
crust,
style
which is
suck.
extra thick and very crispy on the bottom. Some parlors will apply melted butter with a soft brush prior to baking. The resulting pizza has a chewy texture.
Does this amount
The
for just say
origins
melted butler?
of Detroit-style pizza has been traced back historically to Buddy's Rendezvous in 1946, which later became Buddy's
We
Pizza.
still gotta go there,
Over
man.
the next several decades, the chain grew and developed. Cooks moved on, and in some cases, they opened their own pizzerias.
Can I
Cloverleaf,
read one?
which was later founded by Gus Guerra as an Italian restaurant, East Point serves Detroit-style pan pizza, as does Luigi's, the original, the Shields Pizza chain, and Louis Pizza, and Hazel's Park, where we
Ooh, not
went.
bad.
The
That
thin
shit's so
cracker-like
delicious.
round crust is made without yeast,
God
as
damn it,
opposed
I'm
to a
looking
deep
at the
dish
same
Chicago-style
fucking
pizza
page
or
right
the
now.
thin leavened New York-style pizza. The crust of a St. Louis pizza is
I
somewhat
hate
crisp
St.
and
Louis
cannot
pizza.
be folded easily.
St. Louis
Fuck.
pizza
It's
fucking
the opposite
sucks.
of Detroit style.
Fuck
It's
St.
evil.
Louis.
Do you know how
Demon
rude it is
style.
to interrupt
Honestly, the
someone when they're
greatest, and St. Louis
talking?
is the worst ever.
It's insanely rude. Charles is insanely rude to interrupt someone.
Branson wants to hear this, I know.
Yeah, because he likes
The
St. Louis
crust of a
pizza, which
St. Louis-
sucks.
This has nothing to do with whether or not he likes St. Louis pizza. He's actually just a polite person who has manners and knows how to talk to another
All
person.
right. Carry
St.
on.
Louis style pizza was
It's
invented
somewhat
in
crisp and
19...
cannot be
Carry on, sir.
folded easily, so the pizza is typically cut into 3 or 4 inch squares or rectangles instead of the pie-like wedges typical of many pizza styles.
St. Louis style pizza was invented in 1904 when Clovis Branson was driving his four-wheeler home from the grocery store to make pizza. After he was drunk driving during this and dropped the bag of yeast off the back of his four-wheeler and decided to just make the pizza dough anyways without the yeast. And him and all 16 of his children loved it and has now become a fixture in St. Louis and among other mentally ill people who don't understand what real pizza is like. Clovis Branson has since been condemned by the state of Missouri for cursing them with the worst pizza offering into the world of cuisine that anyone's ever seen.
I think it sounds pretty good.
That's from Wikipedia.
I'm sure.
Can I read something?
Absolutely, John.
All right. The Boeing AH-64 Apache is an American twin turboshaft attack helicopter with a tailwheel type landing gear arrangement and a tandem cockpit for a crew of 2. It features a nose-mounted sensor suite for target acquisition and night vision systems. It is armed with the 30mm 1.18-inch M230 chain gun carried between the main landing gear under the aircraft's forward fuselage and 4 hardpoints mounted on stub wing pylons for carrying armament and stores, typically a mixture of AGM-114 Hellfire missiles and Hydra 70 rocket pods. The AH-64 has significant systems redundancy to improve combat survivability.
Yeah, it's really good when a helicopter has SR like that.
That's just real talk right there.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
No
That's
cap.
all
Yeah,
about.
I don't know anyone who would disagree with that shit.
The best military meals ready to eat ranked. Number 6, chili with beans.
Makes sense.
That's number 1.
That's number 6.
It's got a Ranger bar. Sadly, this bad boy comes with cheddar cheese and snack bread, which sucks. So you should probably trade that out with one of the weird guy in your platoon who actually likes snack bread. Oh, and the chili is kind of good too. Number 5, maple sausage. This is obviously better around breakfast time, since most of the contents are geared towards that very important meal of the day. The sausage, if heated up, isn't half bad, but the big takeaway here is the maple muffin top.
I like how
Fortunately,
military
they
guys
couldn't jam a
write
full
like
muffin
they're
in there.
yelling at somebody.
But hey,
Like-
the top is the best part anyway. This also has the trail mix, crackers and cheddar cheese, and orange beverage powder. Don't eat it all in one sitting. Number 4, cheese tortellini. There's so many MREs with totally crappy main meals. I'm throwing out the right now. Actually like the cheese tortellini, unless you don't heat it up. Not only is the main meal pretty damn good, but it's got all kinds of goodies, including wet packed fruits, a first strike protein bar, peanut butter and crackers, and beverage powder. And if you're feeling extra brave, throw the extra hot sauce on top of the tortellini. Just make sure a porta john is on standby.
You're a fucking loser.
Andrew, is there a
Number
reason why
3.
you're thinking about MREs today?
Beef ravioli. If you're Italian, you're going to hate this meal, since calling this concoction ravioli is probably a grave sin. But for the rest of us,
Yeah,
it's
fuck
actually a
that
decent meal when
concoction.
it's hot. But the best part, bacon cheese spread.
There's so many better concoctions that a person can
In
eat.
the
I don't
field,
understand why
you
eat
could
that
probably sell that stuff and make
concoction.
serious bank. Number 2, meatballs and marinara.
That's a much
Just
better
like the beef
concoction.
ravioli, this one is pretty decent. It also has jalapeno cheese spread and tortillas. Who doesn't like that jalapeno? The potatoes en gratin are fairly terrible. But at least there's this first strike bar
What's
and
it
beef
called?
snack strips.
But
Where are the
it,
potatoes
you're
it
a
sounds
fatty
like in
who
that
eats it-
last one, there's some good concoctions and some bad concoctions.
Unless you are a fatty who eats the entire
I'm
meal.
neutral on concoctions.
There are lots of trading
because
opportunity
concoctions
here.
can go a lot of different ways. And I wouldn't...
Well, that's what I
Yeah,
always said
number
too,
one,
right?
Woe unto
If
those
you're in
who
the
form a
military-
strong opinion upon concoctions.
If you're in the
Number one-
military, the best meal
number
is
one
an
is,
M4 in your mouth.
I'm not gonna just
Chili
like
mac is the
shit on
best.
concoctions, but
Chili mac is the best. There's no question. Main meal, delicious. But wait, there's more. This has a pound cake, jalapeno cheese spread, and crackers, candy, and beverage powder. Even the accessory packet is the best. There's coffee and matches in there. Brew up a cup of Joe, then burn things when you're bored. There are many more MREs in existence, of course. We didn't rank them all. If you want to see what's up with the current batch, you can check it out at mreinfo.com.
You know what's the original
Nice.
MRE? A bag of M&Ms. Melt in your mouth, not in your bag.
I thought it was a Hershey's
not in the
bar.
bag is what the saying used to be. But
What?
not in your
What?
mouth, not in the bag of M&Ms.
I thought it was not in your hand.
The M stands for MRE also.
It was MRE and
MRE
MRE.
and MRE.
Yeah.
So something you said about a half hour ago, Branson, is that we had told people that we were gonna do their shit in the episode. So
I don't recall that
something
at all.
that I'm gonna start saying, which I think is too many things to say and probably not really worth saying. But I'm gonna fulfill our promise by saying chips, Tokyo, Kokomo, Chicago, a noun, a verb, 9/11, Penny Bun Bolette, can you please get to the bottom of the lizard folk plot to control the world? Cards Against Humanity, Hose Mad, X69, Gundam, Rochester NY, Jeffrey Epstein, Fecalman, Mormonism, TED Talks founded by Ted Bundy and Ted Kaczynski, the world's biggest yard scale, Warcraft, the Boondock Saints, Twerk Out Vids, Ibiza, International Union of Coal Rollers, Exotic Animals, Utilitarianism, Designer Dog Culture, Ken Burns type documentary about a fake event.
Designer dog culture? Did I just hear that?
You did just hear that.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
That was
That was a suggestion for us
Well,
to
that's
do.
like people who use like breeders, right?
You know those designer dogs.
It's me! I'm Bender.
All right.
I'm Bender. Hell no! My name's Bender.
Damn.
Who is that? Who invited Bender into this podcast, dude?
That's so
It's
cool.
crazy.
Can I say or have the person who invented or invited them introduce themselves?
Yes, please.
Okay, here's this person introducing themselves.
I'm Bender.
Oh, hello, Bender. What are you doing here?
Big fan.
What are you doing here?
Oh,
How did you guys
What's
get
it
him on here?
Let's commence preparations for
Is
rumbling.
your question for you to answer? Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Hey, yourself.
Are you a robot?
yeah.
Do you like to
Is there
lift or bend things?
Yeah.
Is there anything we can bite?
anything what?
Anything we can bite, Bender?
Hell no.
Bender still here?
Yeah. Hey. It's me.
Yeah, we know it's you.
Bender,
We're
what
so
do you think
excited
about
you're
Boris
here.
Johnson being prime minister?
I'm Bender.
Damn.
Oh,
We get it.
Scathing.
I do want to say that it's amazing.
Do you think that the Irish backstop will make it into the final Brexit negotiations?
yeah.
Oh shit! All right. Do you think Boris Johnson will remain Prime Minister into 2020?
Yeah.
Oh damn!
Wow.
Hell no.
Make up your mind.
Wait, is there two Benders?
Yeah.
I don't know who the other one is.
Yeah.
Will Jeremy Corbyn ever be Prime Minister?
Yeah.
Hey Bender, can I get your opinion on this joke?
Yeah.
Okay, it's another Dracula appearance. I will say this: the last thing I remember on the surface world,
So there's the
I
mummy.
was already dead. Yes, it was the mummy. This is the mummy again. Sorry, the mummy. I was already dead, waiting to be buried, and I hear one of the pyramid builders say, "We need to order more sarcophagi." And I think to myself, sarcophagi? Only if he buys me a drink first.
Wow.
Thank you, Bender. I'm sorry I whiffed on the by saying I was Dracula. What I meant is I'm the mummy. But yes.
Oh, I got it.
I get
No,
it
it's
too.
a hemisphere, southern
Yeah.
northern hemisphere thing where it flips every time.
I think I've whiffed a few jokes
Wait,
on this
well,
episode
no
already.
need to
I'm not
worry.
proud of
We'll
it.
cut those. We'll cut those. I mean, these American audiences are stupid as shit.
My very first thing, I was trying to say whatever, Toronto was 100, and I said 100 was Toronto or whatever.
Oh shit.
Pretty bad whiff.
So long, suckers.
Oh.